live stream. It's like
All right, we live.
We live. We live. Do you want us to
If he wants to, he can.
We have a cameraman. Do you want to hold?
Yes.
Okay. Well, go ahead. If we need you, we're gonna let you know.
All right. So everyone, say hello.
Hi.
What's good?
Okay, Malik, I can't see you.
Okay. That's all right. Leave it alone. Just let it. It's good.
Okay.
You can hear me.
Yes.
Yes. I'll come and play with y'all Facebook Live stream.
Okay.
Because we on.
I'll come and play with y'all. This is loud. Oh my God. Why is it so loud? Oh.
Dr. Angelou shows no signs of slump. She recently penned a book, Letter to My Daughter, compiling wisdom.
You just bullied me, son.
Still growing and curious. Talk radio heard around the globe. New Orleans zone, WBOK 1230 AM and WBOK 1230 AM.com. Real talk for real times.
We love you guys. So far away.
Welcome to the concrete jungle.
Yeah. Yo, welcome to the Misbelief radio show on WBOK 1230 AM radio. This is your boy coming with the rawness of Lawrence and the swagger king. It's the only Martin you need for the 2018. It's that actor guy, Martin Batts Bradford. Now, I know y'all used to hearing the millennial Arsenio with no material on Vimeo, but today you got the millennial Wesley Snipes if he could look and sound as nice, you feel me? And we rocking it for the Misbelief radio show. And you know, usually we got the cool cats of characters coming. No, we got family here today when Batts is in the building.
Family.
So I'm going to go to my right, man. Who up in here with me, man?
Hi, everybody. It's me, the one and only Misbelief unicorn herself, Lady Oshun.
Lady Oshun.
Yay.
How you feeling over there?
Oh,
You just threw the microphone away. I ain't know how to talk to you some more.
I'm feeling great. We had some technical difficulties, but guess what?
What?
We made.
And who we got next to you, Lady Oshun?
Yo, this is Malik, Nola Tours. I give tours, I snap photos. I'm ready to do this show.
Ready to do this show?
Ready to do this show.
I feel it. We're going to get back to you and your tours, man. Who we got to my left?
What's up, y'all? It's Jay still keeping it real. Fat girl Nola, female filmmaker extraordinaire. What's up?
Man, talk your ish, man. I got a friend of mine named Carl. He the Wonder Rhymer as his rap name, dude. He always tell people, talk your ish. You know, I can't say the real on. Yeah, it's like encouraging you to, you know, because most times we get taught to be so modest and we humble ourselves. It's almost not believing in ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So if you got some ish to talk that's really credible, man, talk your ish, man. Straight up.
Stuff now.
Roll with it. I won't let you know that you're hanging. Who we got in the booth? Who you got in the booth, man? Oh, he even got the voice. He's like, I'm gonna out deep you today. I feel it. B had us on the boards because at the moment, Mastermind, he out here. I don't know where Mastermind is right now. Believe me, on his way. If not, he probably gigging. And speaking of gigging, big ups to the millennial Arsenio because that's what he doing right now, which is why he ain't here. So send him number positive energy.
Positive. He all the way in. I think ham.
Ooh, good vibes.
2018, about them checks.
Secure the bag.
Secure that, you feel me? So we're gonna have a great show today. But before we get into, you know, the guests and all that, man, I want to ask y'all what y'all watching out here, because I'm bucked up because Atlanta just came back. You hear me? Did anybody catch it?
I watched it, but I can't get into it.
What?
Oh, sure, why?
Bless for me.
Are you kidding me?
I tried.
Really? Did you watch all of the first season?
I tried 3 times.
You tried?
And then I watched the second episode. I watched the first episode
Of the
of
second
the second
season?
season.
You know,
But I can say this, Cat Williams is hilarious.
Yeah.
That made me laugh several
He's
times.
always funny.
But I'm still confused.
I think it just has a different tone this season
Yes.
because they're telling it in a different way because it is much darker. Jay Still, did you catch that episode?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, well, it's on FX. It's like, because the first season was pretty light. It was pretty light joint, you feel me? But this one is, you know, it's entitled Robin Season.
Right.
And since it's called Robin Season, it even, you know, it goes there with the title without spoiling anything for anybody that hasn't seen it. And like, yeah, the first time I watched it took me a little off. I was like, wait, is this the right show? Am I watching the right thing? But then, you know, it eased into the trials and tribulations of his main characters like it's been doing. So yeah, go check out Atlanta. Is there anything else that y'all peeping out?
Oh yeah, I'm watching the first 2 episodes of Wannabes on YouTube as of right now.
Look how she just said that.
And
she just threw it out there.
And guess what? All of my friends are in it. All
Yes.
of them. They're so talented.
Yes, man.
All of them.
Check out.
If you
Go
guys
ahead,
want
keep
to,
talking.
if you want to see some comedy,
You hear me?
okay? If you want to see Alpha Joe doing his shirtless thing in like the whole episode,
I heard that's the name of his mixtape, his shirtless thing.
then if you want to see the Great Gillespie laying in the bed with a facial and a blue towel on his head, telling yourself about, well, I'm not going to
Nah, you don't have to spoil it, but Gumbo Monster, we just dropped out the first 2 episodes of our web series, Wannabes. You can find it on youtube.com/GumboMonster504. And like, yeah, man, we've been putting some work in on that one for a little second, and it's starring DC Paul, the Millennial Arsenio, Joseph Pines, Raheem Glassby. That's the main 3 characters, and it stars 3 artists living under one roof trying to get it in. But as the title, as the caption says, man, they're good, but life sucks. So see where that goes. Check us out. You about to say something over there, Historical Geek? I saw you edging to the mic.
Nah, man. Is this a Netflix?
Man, we said it's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on
YouTube. Is you
YouTube.
paying attention? What's going on over there?
I don't have,
He had a very interesting day.
No, but honestly, what I've been peeping out is I can't wait to watch this new Scandal episode that hit. It seemed like Annalise.
The crossover joint?
Yeah, it seemed like this is like.
I heard it was really, really dope.
Yeah, and I hope that Viola Davis gave her that I got an Oscar type performance.
Ooh,
Like, yes, I heard she was like.
Man, that
bring
clip,
it.
that clip that dropped, that leaked us on Facebook, it had me in chills. I was like, all right, Carrie, all right, Viola.
I have to watch the whole episode. I haven't watched that whole episode, but I heard that was going to be amazing as well. I'm trying to see what else.
I'm a completer, so I'm not going to watch it till I get caught up on both seasons.
The thing with Regina on Netflix, 7 Seconds, is it?
Everybody been talking about that.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, get your life. Get
I'm
your
gonna have to
life
get all
and
of my
watch
life.
it.
I gotta catch up on that, and I've never seen How to Get Away with Murder. I've seen the first episode.
But that's actually a good show. I prefer How to Get Away with Murder than Scandal.
It's an acting clinic from Viola.
Yes.
Like every episode.
Every episode.
Feel me?
Every episode is to drag you through the water, make you come out clean. That's what made me think I could act.
Yeah, I watched Viola.
I'm waiting on the Monique E. True Hollywood story. I'm in there.
I mean, I believe it. If they ever get to her, if she ever get back to her career. So
And somebody else will be cast for that movie.
Just still, what you watching out
I
here?
have a show I'm watching right now, but it's very strange.
Hold on, we got people calling. What's this lit light? Nobody got light ups over here.
No.
Okay, I'm tripping then. Jay still, my bad. I saw this light up. I was like, hold up. People calling me? What you saying?
I have a show that I just started watching, but it's really strange, and I don't want y'all to judge me, so I don't know. Somebody, told me to watch it, and I kind of like it, but it's odd.
What? What is it?
It's an anime show.
Oh. Anime?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's called One Piece.
What the hell is it
It's
about?
not about penises.
No. It's called One Piece. I just started it, and it's in subtitles, so it's kind of irritating for the first couple of episodes, but then you used to. But it's about a guy or a little boy that gains all these magical powers, and the main power is that he can stretch like rubber. And the whole show centers around these things called devil fruits that have different powers. But the catch is that if you eat the devil fruit, then you can never swim again ever in your life.
Oh God! Is this some omen of black people? What's
it's
going
really
on?
good though.
It's a devil fruit watermelon?
It's all kind of different. They have all kinds of
What is
stupid. That's the black people. devil fruit.
You can't swim again of all the things. You're no swimming, folks.
Okay.
Lord. But I want to shout out Jay Still, man. You just into the competition, right? Being a filmmaker extraordinaire. I got to big up all my black female filmmakers.
I did. I guess I could say which one it is. I mean,
yeah, right?
whatever. I mean, it's in, yeah. So, HBO had a Women in Comedy film festival.
HBO?
Yes,
Yeah, man.
HBO. And we just completed a comedy short and submitted it. We will know by, I think, March 19th. Either way, but basically if you win, there's a money prize, but then you get a meeting with the director of comedy programming at HBO.
Don't forget your girl when you make it to the top.
Man.
Everybody
Don't
always
forget
the
nobody.
best friend in the pilot.
Yeah, man. She wrote that thing, directed that thing. I like, look at this,
Yeah,
and
we
acting in
tried
that
I
it.
want to
thing.
ask you what it's about.
Oh, no.
But I'll ask you
No.
later what it's about.
Yeah, let's wait.
Okay. I want to know.
I was just impressed. I'll say this about it. She wasn't herself in that thing.
Yeah, I was completely opposite. Okay, I will say this. I was completely opposite of the way I present myself. And the role that I played in that is what, like, you could typecast the crap out of me if I get to play that role. And be just completely opposite of who I am. That makes me so, like,
I now want to watch.
make me completely, like, physically, mentally different than I am. And I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Good.
So happy.
I can see you
I
like
put that
them.
thing, and I was like, ooh, I was joked out. Like, okay, I see you.
Yeah.
Acting.
Y'all talented and stuff.
Acting.
I'm about to learn how to do something else besides crochet. We about to be stars.
Alright, so as we get into the show, man, today, as usual, man, we always got the best guests, and today we have Tay Smith of Moms of Nola. She's dropping by to tell us about Lads and Roses, the spring dance for mothers and their sons, and I want to hear more about her brand, Moms of Nola, because that sounds interesting as hell to be spotlighting, you know, young
Right.
moms in the city, man. That's what's up.
I think that this is going to be a fantastic event. You know how the mothers love their sons,
Oh, it's
baby.
going to be wonderful.
You can't tell them nothing about them little boys.
Sure
Mhm.
can.
And Moms of Nola, who doesn't like Moms of Nola? It's better than the Real Housewives of Nola.
So much better.
Okay.
And her website is amazing. I went on that thing. I was like, oh, okay, I think I'm going to just be a purveyor of this thing.
Yeah, her website is beautiful.
Yes, indeed. And also, we have our musical guest, Daniel Hardeway. He's going to be hitting Studio 1230, man. He got that joint. I've seen him do it at Jazz Market Comment Section. It's on YouTube. It's catchy. I was kind of jamming in that mug on my way here. I was like, all right, son, all right. But talk about them fools in the comment section. They be talking all that unnecessary noise. I feel like my dog just was reading some stuff in the comment section
He
one
just
day.
got tired.
This
And was
guy-
like, you know what? I'm about to drop some bars on y'all. I'm tired of y'all.
All y'all. He put out a diss song on the comment section.
I need to know what's at NOLA.com. Was it
And it's
NOLA.com?
all of them. It's all of them. We gonna get more and find out what inspired that song. Because when I heard it, I was like, yeah, I hate them too. You feel me? So after the guests, we get into what's other segments. What's going on out here? Somebody gotta hit it from me, man.
What's going on?
Oh no,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? And then we also get that neck in the sankofa session, and then we out here. So B, beautiful B, what you got up for us for the music?
I want to start off first with my kids.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Called How Do You Like It?
how did you like
I
it?
enjoyed it, thank you.
Whoa.
Well, it's getting hot in here, you heard me? So, after the break, we're going to be back with a Misbelief radio show, and as usual, well, don't get none on ya.
Okay, all right, girl.
B!
I don't move till I hear the
Oh,
first
D
note.
downstairs.
Oh, good. We made it work because you can actually see all four of us.
Yo!
That's crazy. All
I
right.
forgot this was gone. What's up, Facebook Live? I'm all up in this thing.
Look out, put them glasses on. That's what they want to see.
What glasses?
No.
Oh, these ain't even mine.
Oh.
I'd die if I put those on.
Let me see. Put them on.
I got my contacts in. I'm be looking. Ah! Oh Lord! I'm sending all y'all love to DC
Okay.
Paul right
But
now
I
out
think
there
he
doing
wanted
this
to do
thing.
what's going on out here, then an interview.
What?
What you want to do? What you want? I mean, what you wanted to do?
I don't change up the formula
No,
today.
no, that's the thing.
No.
When DC come back, he can change the formula all you
No.
want.
So yeah. No.
Whoever first.
Who else first? Him.
Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel.
And they'll come through first. Yeah. Use first.
Daniel been waiting for a minute.
Yes.
Well, let me talk to the people.
Well, we'll talk to the people. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about it with heat. But what's that light? I know that trip is just sitting at home.
Where we see you.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that is. I'll touch it. Hi, guys. Are you guys? Hi. I look like,
She asked if both of us come over here or just me?
No, just you. Just you. Carla, we're going to come get her for her turn.
Oh, he got you.
Oh, no, you have time.
Yeah, it's one song or two songs.
It's two.
Okay, yeah.
Hi, guys. It's me, Oshun. Come, Brian, come. I think
Oshun.
Devin's downstairs.
Alright, so
We made it work. We were.
Oh no, you
Oh no, you got time. We're gonna come get you in a little bit.
Yeah,
No,
'cause
I'm thinking talking about right
no,
now.
no. I got you. We got you.
Yeah.
Well, hello. Hi, Bess. Oh my God, Jolene's watching. Oh, that makes my heart smile. Everyone knows I have 3 favorite friends, best friends in the whole world. DC Paul, he's one, the Capricorn. Then we have Jolene, the Gemini. And we have Randy, the Cancer. And me, the Aries. And you mix them all up, and we make this big ball. I see you. We make this big ball of friends. And they're very unique and different, and all of them are special. Let's read some of these comments. Hey, Sonia. Hey, Sonia. How are you guys doing tonight? What are you guys watching on TV? Give us some suggestions. We've been watching crazy things. But this little thing is kind of helpful if you want to use it sometime. But not all the time. We might get in trouble.
I just feel like we're doing something we're not supposed to. Like,
I know.
We gotta just dip in here. Like,
But you can see, you can see all of us if we sit a certain way. Like, this is amazing. It's free-handed.
Look, see, BZ looks
I
sneaky.
know.
I almost
So
feel like,
funny.
and I feel like people aren't here. Even
Oh,
though they're
hi,
watching
Jennifer.
this.
It's your first time
What's up,
watching.
Jennifer Turner?
We love first-time watchers and listeners.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about 7 seconds. I can't give it away, but 7 seconds is amazing.
Yeah, I've been hearing
It starts out slow. It starts out with the little kid, and then the action
And
happens.
some black shit, right? Because I heard it's some like.
Yeah, it's emotionally draining. It's the whole thing. But Regina,
Regina King.
I love her.
She always.
Y'all watch Crackle? Anybody?
No.
That's what it is?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a streaming service.
Yeah, there's a dude from here that
I
has
became so excited. Y'all watch Crackle? I was like,
There's actually a good show on there. I was excited.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
start up.
why. Oh, I see where you were.
What?
Shirt, read his shirt.
Oh, you mean his job?
Uh-huh.
I ain't ready. I ain't ready yet.
No, we got one more song.
You doing 3?
Oh, this the second song?
This is like song, yeah.
Oh, well, come get this.
What you doing?
We're taking you guys down so you can come and play with us.
Oh,
You didn't even notice.
All right.
yeah.
We love you too, Miss Jennifer. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you. Let me turn this around. All right.
Oh, we missed the blooper.
Look at out. And I don't
Did you
want
break
her
the
to
chair?
sit there. I'm going to have to tell her. Don't lean back. Oh, wait. Get him in here.
Lean back.
Come on, we
Let's
got
go get Mr. Daniel Hardeway in the comment section. Mastermind is here. It's time. We can bring him in. Daniel.
Daniel.
Look at that connection over there. All right. You see that? You saw that connection?
Y'all want to put another one on? Or?
He going back to
No, come on. We're about to get in.
Yo, push it.
Jessica. Daniel, sit on that side.
Wherever y'all,
Wherever
feel
you're
comfortable.
comfortable.
You have an extra mic phone?
Full house, guys.
I mean, you have an extra this one? But they come over here. If you want, do you have an extra headphone phone?
Yeah.
What's up, Casey?
Loud, though.
Thanks for watching.
All right. Oh, you know what? I think it's gonna.
All right, we getting ready. 5, 4,
3.
What's up, Owen?
I like this.
And we are back with the Misbelief Radio Show. This is the millennial Wesley Snipes, if he could sound and look this nice. That actor guy Martin Bass, Bradford. And you're probably watching the Misbelief Radio Show on DC Paul's Live if you can, because that's the backstage of everything zany and crazy. Or you can catch us on themisbelief.podbean.com to check out our podcast situation. Or you can catch us on YouTube if you go on YouTube and you search The Misbelief, one word, don't put no space spaces in that there. Make it one word, and you're going to find all of our past shows and antics. Or WBOK 1230 AM on their app and live on their AM dial. You can rock with us and listen to us every Saturday from 7 to 9 p.m. And that is us right there. And I want to say, who else is in here? What other parts of the family ready to speak? To my right.
Hi, everybody. It's me. Support your local girl gang by buying Girl Scout cookies. The one and only Oshun.
Girl gang.
That sounds like an interesting movie. Oh, so it's I guess it's on me. You know what I'm saying? No.
So you're on a radio show.
Exactly. So this is Malik. I freeze photos. I give tours. It's the historical delight. I always get my facts right.
It's deep that you freeze the photos.
Yeah, I freeze the photos.
That was poetic.
So,
that's nice.
hey, holla at me. I give tours. I freeze photos. That's what I do.
Well, you know Nola tours, KNOW. And who I got to my left?
Straight still keeping it real, y'all. What's up?
It's the fat girl, everybody's
Fat girl
favorite.
Nola.
Here we representing. And we on our first guest.
Yeah.
Shouts out. Give them the hand claps. Oh, Mastermind, we ain't even welcome you back. What's that?
Hi,
Welcome back.
Mastermind.
So
Coon Slayer! Yes, he does. Called You Dig? You Dig?
can't wait to copy it.
Coming soon. So, we got up in this. Wait, what's I hollering at Mastermind for? I forget. Anyway, the claps. Get our claps together. Daniel Hardeway, our guest right now. Musical guest. Yes, we got our claps back. Feel me?
What's up?
So, tell us about you. No, first and foremost, man, we got to ask all our guests the same question. Whether you're from here or not, do you know what a misbelief is?
Do I know what
A misbelief is, yeah.
No.
You don't know?
No.
Thank you. Wait, hold up. You just honestly just said no. See, most people, they try to come up with this super deep thing. I think it is when you almost believe what you want to believe and you don't know if you believe.
They be like on Mark 2nd, in between Corinthians and Timothy.
And you can find the believing of the missus, and the missus came on that day. That's what it is. And I drank some of the punch. You feel me? It's like, yes.
No matter how much you know, you're not gonna know something. So.
Yes, man. Humble dude. Where you from? You from here?
Yeah, I'm from Aurora.
Dang.
One at charity. Give me a little credit.
Okay.
I thought you was gonna say you weren't from here to say you don't know what misbelief is. But keep going. Talk. Yo, where you from? You say from Marrero. What part of Marrero? I don't know nothing about Marrero though.
Marrero has parts.
I'm
sorry.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm sorry.
Cruising down the street, chicken.
Real slow.
So have you ever seen this fruit? I just Googled it for you. It's a Japonica, Japanese plum. A misbelief is another name for it. And many of us in New Orleans, we can identify with seeing this fruit growing from people's
Yeah, we
trees.
used to pull them off people's trees.
Yeah, you know you didn't have that name for it. There we go. So you know about it. Most of us have these stories of how you. So you know what the fruit is then.
Yeah.
You just didn't call it that. What'd you call it? That fruit.
We call it food.
Is that fruit? Is this that fruit? That fruit we be getting? You got any stories of acquiring any of these fruits growing up?
Except for the fact you really don't want to talk one. You know, you catch a talk one. Oh man, bro, that's worse.
He almost like proved we got some stripes of being from here by actually knowing that you got they got certain ones you shouldn't eat. So we would give you that, Daniel. All right, look, Daniel.
Be careful.
So tell us about your rapper, right? Or who would you like to refer to yourself as? Because some people, you know, they be like, I'm not just a rapper, I'm etc. So, you know.
I'm a lyricist and songwriter.
Etc. You know.
Because I don't even just rap. I actually, from what I noticed, most people that are inclined with rapping, they can't actually write music. So I'm actually writing for 3 female R&B singers right now.
That's what's up.
So you said most cats that rap can't write?
No, they can't write singing parts.
Oh,
They're
all right.
just good at rapping. Yeah.
All right, gotcha. I'm about to say, you better be very specific because you're going to have people in your comment section going, hey, what you mean rappers can't write? I'm a rapper and I be writing. And they going to be all up on you, and then, you know, we got to get you some security.
But this day and age, ghostwriters, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got people not even writing on rap.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't respect that. How do you feel about rappers with ghostwriters?
And look, this becomes a debate because people try to compare rapping to singing, but it's different. Like I said, well, nobody says no when Beyonce gets a song for somebody, but the difference between rapping and singing, you're just showcasing the fact that you have vocal ability.
Right.
Anybody can rap a song, like
if they're taught.
Jessica right next to me could rap a Drake song.
She got bars though.
I do.
No, I'm saying, like, you know, but not everybody could take a Beyonce song and sing it.
Right.
Everybody can do that. And
Right.
so, to me, I think hip hop is about the ability of expressing your opinion about something, your experience in life, and elaborating on it with vocabulary, wordplay, flow patterns that you know, I don't know.
It's the techniques of it. You like you
Right.
said, you gotta have.
It's hard. Yeah, it's a little hard to explain.
Well, you gave a nice one. It's wordplay, flow. You said as well. Vocabulary, voice, subject matter.
Yeah, subject matter.
Now, with all the criteria that you named, I am a person that's big on lyrics. Like,
Yeah.
my favorite top 5 rappers are all lyricists. Okay? I'm talking about spanning from the 80s to present.
Spitters.
I need your top 5.
Ooh.
I need the top 5.
And which one influenced you the most?
So that's 2 hitters they just hit you with. Jay Still said which one influenced you the most. Our lady Oshun said top 5, dead or alive or alive?
Dead or alive.
Dead or alive. Top 5, dead or alive.
Just lyrically, storytelling, bar for bar.
And, everybody listening, send all of your hate mail at Daniel Hardeway. He's going to give all of this information later. I'm just letting y'all know this is the Misbelief Radio Show. It does not have anything to do with any of his opinions. Okay, top 5, dead or alive. Dead or alive. Let's go.
Definitely Nas is my favorite.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, talking about lyrics and storytelling, Nas is my #1 favorite.
Gotcha.
There's always a debate between Pac and Biggie. Biggie had more of a wordplay and more of a, but I like Pac because he stood for something. You know what I mean?
All right.
You know, he had his moments, but you know, Pac overall.
What you mean by that?
He
He had
showed
his
he cared.
moments. Because that could mean a positive or a negative thing.
In kind of in a negative way.
Okay.
'Cause I think that was just him conforming to the platform itself. You know what I mean? So no, I'm just keeping it real.
I mean, I'm liking it right now. So.
Like don't get me wrong. Like everybody has something. Because at the end of the day, you're human. You're a man.
Right.
So you're gonna be honest about stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And,
So
bruh,
I don't think there's nothing
his
wrong with
training, his execution, I think Pac is like always going to be one of the greatest.
always.
And if you look at it, Biggie had a very big regional following, but Pac is like he's a phenomenon. He's a international.
This dude
Like,
is-
Hold up. Biggie went international. Hold up. Hold on.
No,
Hold on.
they're both international celebrities, but
P.I.G. P.O. P.P.A. D.E.A.
But that's what I'm saying. Like Biggie was just more.
Call us at 504-260-9265 if you got anything to say about what we talking about here. I tell you, my dude Hardaway.
Okay, you got, what, 3 more?
He said Biggie, he said
Yeah, you
Nas.
gotta keep going. You got a list.
No, he said
No,
Nas and Tupac. I'm
Nas
sorry.
and Pac.
Nas and Pac. Nas and Pac.
3 more.
He said screw Biggie.
Okay.
He said it.
3 more.
Yeah, because I'm also counting content. as well.
Okay, well, that's true
All
because
right.
Biggie was
Yeah.
limited.
Yeah.
Okay.
My biggest issue with Biggie is he died before we could see how great he could be.
Right.
I wish I could have.
Pac had a catalog. Biggie was alive for like 1 3/4 of an album. We might as well say 2 albums, and then we really couldn't see what he could have been. So if somebody leaves Biggie off their top 5, I understand off catalog alone. But we on you.
Go ahead.
Ooh, man, bro.
I'm waiting on one person.
I'm waiting on a couple.
Me too.
And you from New Orleans, so you should already.
Wait, you gonna put out somebody from New Orleans?
No, you
No,
put out who you
whoever
want to
they
put
really
out.
are.
I don't
Like,
really see nobody.
This is your time.
whoever. No, it doesn't matter. Whoever it is.
Damn, top
You've never been asked this as a rapper?
No, I've been asked my favorite rapper, not top 5.
Well, what's your
Who's
top
your
5? Sometimes it can be what you believe is, because there's always the favorite and your favorite. Now, we going for subjectivity. Hey, what's in your top 5?
And man, I had to say is Andre 3000.
Okay.
Okay.
He's not making any bad moves here. He's so nervous, but he just keep pulling out hitters.
3 sacks. Okay, we got 2 more.
I had to say, since I think Kendrick is sneaking his way in.
Kendrick,
Okay.
we could give you that.
That's a good one.
Especially,
That's a good
what,
one.
you millennial, how old are you?
I'm 28.
Okay.
Yeah.
You beat Kendrick. Next.
Yeah, so yeah.
Ding,
Especially
Last
since
one.
the Bucks.
Drum roll.
Ding, 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 ding,
My
ding,
Lord,
ding,
bro, why ain't I doing this?
Bing. What is it, Bing?
I'm really trying to think back.
Just throw it out.
I mean, who you listening to?
All right, as a songwriter, You know, actually, where I get my songwriting capability from, J. Cole.
Okay.
Yes.
High five.
That's not a bad five. In 2018, that's not a bad five. You said Nas, he said 3 Stacks, he said Tupac, he said J. Cole, he said Kendrick.
I feel like I just got pulled over by the police. Y'all got me nervous and shit.
It's all good.
It's a radio station, too.
So tell us about this
Sorry,
song.
gospel listeners.
We're gonna move past it, my dude.
No, we're not gonna drop it.
Yeah, tell us about your song.
Tell us about the song comment section, man, because it's catchy as a mug.
Please.
All right, so comment section, man.
I ain't saying something.
So it, I actually wrote it to a trap beat. That was one of my first times writing to a trap beat. I don't write the beats like that. And the only reason I came up with that song was because the name of the beat was comment section.
Really?
Yeah, it aligned that way. But
You gotta lie next time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Next time you gotta come up with a story that's deeper than look. I just bit it from the title.
No.
of the beat.
No.
Like, dang,
Behind
God.
it.
All right.
So prior to running across the beat and reading the title, a couple months before that, it was like my second or third time getting into it with some racist dude in the comment section on Facebook. And so just looking through the comments, you just see the type of stuff they say, like, oh, you shouldn't have resisted. What about black on black crime?
Right.
Just stupid stuff.
Bull crap.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. And so, you know, I was with my ex at the time, and I was telling her about it, and I was like, man, I'm gonna just stop commenting on that stuff. Like, if I had something to say, I'll share it and just put my thoughts in the caption. And I know my friends aren't gonna say anything negative.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just left it at that. And then one day I'm at work, and I'm looking through beats or whatever, and I ran across comment section. I just kept repeating. It was like, comment section. That's all I had. Comment section. That's all I had. But I didn't know what I wanted to be about.
Right.
And after I kept repeating it, it brought back what I was talking about, and the whole song came out. I stopped working. It took me like an hour to write that song.
Oh, that's when it flows through you, for real. Because, dude, like, when I was listening to it, I just felt the same way. It was like, oh, my God.
I can
Because
definitely relate to it.
sometimes you can't help but get pulled into these goofy behind arguments, and you're like,
Yeah.
man, why did I just
And so-
give an hour to this?
Yeah,
Right.
and so like the whole purpose behind the song, well, you listen to it, but just so you really get it, it's really a one-sided debate. And so as I'm taking everything that they would say in the comment section to justify the police brutality, the killing of anybody, you know what I mean, and trying to flip it into something crazy and just like using that against them. And so it's like, it's a response to everything. Black on black crime, resisting, is a response to all of it.
Much like the artists you look up to that you put on the top 5. You have,
Yeah.
you know, the subject matter to back your talent.
Right.
And putting on that kind of beat definitely is gonna get listeners, because you can't help but bob your head to get into it. Feel me? Jay Still, you got something?
So can you tell me about the reception that you've gotten from this song? Perhaps maybe in your comment section? No?
All right, I had another single before this song. It was another song called No Doubt About It, which is the beat has a crazy transition. It's like kind of like a poppy feel, and it goes into like a trap feel a little bit, or like a Bryson Tiller type feel. But it's just a positive song. And so I used to perform that in comment section together. Like, let's say if I perform someone and give me 2 songs, I'll do No Doubt About It first because it had less energy.
Right.
And so then I do comment section. Everybody walk up to me like, yo, man, your single good, but man, that comment section. And I kept hearing that every single where I went. And then it got to a point where if I performed at a venue and they were like, oh, you're going to do 1 song, I wouldn't even do my single. I was like, okay, I know comment section gonna kill it.
Because comment section is now your single, man.
Correct.
Yeah, it got to a
That's
point
your
where it's
thing.
like it's undeniable. Like
Right.
people, that's what people want. Just let them have it. And it's not like a bad song. You know, I like the content of it, so it's not my most lyrical song at all by far. But
Most of the greats hits aren't the most lyrical.
Right.
in the
Yeah.
catalog.
Right.
it's catchy, but not in a bad way. It's like it's facts and stuff, but it's not like over the head. You know,
It's so funny because most hits, the artists don't think that was the hit.
Right.
Correct.
They be like, we put it out there. I wasn't expecting that
Yeah.
to be the hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And-
mean, well, I do know it's a hit, but it's not like lyrically.
Right.
Just
Right.
bar for bar,
Right.
like
Right.
that.
And see, that's what lyricists always be on. It's like, man, I hope they don't hear this song and think I can't spit.
Right.
Man, my bar's colder than this, I'm telling you. And it's like, no, bro, that's the single. The single's usually for the catchy stuff, and then when they come after they've been drawn in by that single, they go to your album and your content, they like, like, oh snap,
Yeah, it's
son,
a maiden hook.
killing.
Maiden hook.
And I think even for the topic, they ain't no wrong with your balls on that song, bro. You too hard on yourself right now, son.
Oh no,
That thing is
I
nice.
see some nice stuff in there.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's like my flow patterns are way more complicated than that. Like I actually, cause the beat, the first
This
verse,
lyricist is talking like, look, I want
I
y'all to
slowed
know.
it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really like attack it too much. You know what I mean?
Who was you influenced by? I don't think you got to that. Which out of
Yeah,
all
your
the
top
artists
influence.
that influences you as an artist?
It's actually in my top 5. It's a mix between J. Cole because of his songwriting ability, like the way he puts stuff. You know what I mean? Like the way he sets his songs up.
Right.
Like I was listening to him real heavy when he dropped his first album, Sideline Story. Yes, I used to into that.
What's funny about J. Cole is he can put things in a way at times it's not even overly metaphoric and heavily punchlining,
Exactly.
but it was real. That's another thing about it. Sometimes lyricism is just saying that thing that resonates, whether it can be broken down into similes and deepness or not. So
Right.
that works, and that's what's also in your song. I
He's a
give you that.
storyteller.
Yeah.
And sometimes you
Yes.
have to be able to paint a picture where people don't have to dig so deep into it.
Exactly.
And it makes itself appear in front of you. And J. Cole is definitely a storyteller.
That's a big thing about Southern rap too. In Southern rap, a lot of times, a lot of the best artists in Southern rap are they tell stories more so than
Correct.
be on the metaphors
Yes.
and the punchlines. Like Lil Wayne brought that wave in, of course,
Yeah.
but like if you look at the UGKs, the 8-ball MJGs, a
Right.
lot of them got classics, and they're not always. They're not always saying the trees are like the money and the green. It is that they're not even going that hard for that necessarily. They trying to get their story, their point across. So yeah.
Well, let me go back and clear up a point. Well, my whole goal, I'm not really a punchline rapper at all. Like
Yeah.
Like I was just saying to somebody else that, you know, basically, I study. I don't go to school, but I study.
Right.
It's just put certain stuff in my music. Like even in the comment section, I was like, "Stupid fool, white on white crime is at 82%." You know what I'm saying? And so, like, and I found out on the FBI website.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
In response to people saying, "What about black on black crime?"
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
As if everybody ain't got crime. So is conversation about to perform for us in Studio 1230?
No.
What you about to do for us here? Oh, we might get some other.
Because I'm dropping a mixtape.
Tell us about it. Where's it gonna be at?
Yeah, so the video for comment section is gonna come out within the next month. The mixtape is gonna come out within the next 2 months, and the outro for my mixtape is actually a J. Cole remix. It's Immortal, and it was inspired from me going to the site where Martin Luther King was killed, Lorraine Motel out there in Memphis. And so, you know, when I was out there, I just like my spirit felt hell. My bad. My spirit felt heavy when I looked at the reef that was hanging on the railing. When he was like, my spirit just changed, and I almost felt like he was trying to tell me something.
Word.
And so I kind of just wrote a song about the experience of being there and what I felt, and just bringing certain facts that had happened during that day into the song.
What's the song called?
Immortal remix.
Immortal Remix. All right, well, so that's what you about to give us in Studio 1230, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so tell the people where they can find you, because we about to get to that right now.
Oh,
You hear me? If you're watching the DC Paul's Facebook Live, you about to see my dude. He about to go hard, Daniel Hardeway. Dang, all right, I didn't mean for that to happen. But tell them where they can find you.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram at Daniel Hardeway, Daniel Hardeway. Same thing on Snapchat. Facebook is Daniel D Trouble Hardaway. Trouble without an O, it looks corny. Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it. You just find me on there. I'm always posting stuff. I'm very accessible. Just inbox me if you have any questions or you want to know something.
Oh yeah, Mastermind, what you got queued up? You got that comment. It's a clean version. You give us a clean version, right?
If you, because there was an email with one more version, and I had like the instrumental, the explicit, and the clean. So if you clicked on the one that said clean, you should be all right.
Did you use your reading skills, Mastermind?
It's only.
Oh God, we gonna get fired. We gonna get fired. Oh God, well, we got Daniel.
Put us in the comment section. Put us in the comment section.
It's only one cursor, one.
I don't care that one get us in trouble. But we open with that Mastermind hell is down, you heard me? So this is Misbelief Radio Show. We going to break. When we come back, we're going to be with Tay Smith, the moms of Nola. We can't wait to talk more with her. But if you watching the Facebook Live, you about to get a treat. Daniel Hardeway about to come with some exclusive. This is Misbelief Radio Show, and as usual, don't get none on ya. Good.
don't know what I do with my wife.
Well, time.
Yo.
Man.
Part of it, my dude. Part of it.
Yeah, I know, man.
Let's go Facebook.
You know, a few hours of sleep ain't done for me.
All right, let's pull up all these doors. Make sure they're not locked.
Come on, Sue.
Come on, you guys. Ladies and gentlemen.
Section.
Boys
In the
and
comment
girls.
section.
Ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls. Presenting.
Yo, you
Oh,
ready?
y'all don't want me to
We
rap?
ready to go.
Oh. Iceberg.
That's it. Yes, wow.
Put your DC Paul on, Oshun.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, presenting Daniel, no relation to Penny, Hardeway.
Yeah. And club 12:30.
Club 230.
Alright, so 1 and 2 is just gonna be some water related. Alright. Love.
Hey, Martin Luther King spoke to me, gave inspiration and hope to me. So hopefully I can think back and translate from when my spirit was heavy. You spoke to me without a word. So what were you trying to tell me on Saturday, October 14th in Motel Lorraine? Staring at the reef, I felt your sorrow and your pain. At the very spot where you were murdered and slain, not for the negative, but fighting for a positive change. Didn't deserve it, but got it anyway. Stuck that rifle out the window when he shot it anyway. James Earl Ray went with the idea of him busting. It wasn't alone, we're probably working for the
Go. Yeah.
My voice cracking.
That's all right, we come on.
I'm just lost my voice. I got to get it back.
Take two, guys.
I'm about to get my voice back. There you go.
Here we go.
Martin Luther King spoke to me, gave inspiration and hope to me. So hopefully I can think back and translate from when my spirit was heavy. You spoke to me without a word. So what were you trying to tell me on Saturday, October 14th in Motel Lorraine? Staring at the reef, I felt your sorrow and your pain. At the very spot where you were murdered and slain, not for the negative, but fighting for a positive change. Didn't deserve it, but got it anyway. Stuck that rifle out the window when he shot it anyway. James Earl Ray went with the idea of him busting. It wasn't alone, we're probably working for the government. Stumbling over my thoughts, allow me to catch my balance. Putting your life on the line wasn't a challenge, a sacrifice an ordinary person couldn't fathom. You're about to get a better understanding. MLK didn't die. Listen to what I say, real leaders don't die. It's the price he had to pay. MLK chose to ride from the night to the day. Real leaders don't die. Everything is okay. MLK didn't die. Listen to what I say, real leaders don't die. The price he had to pay. MLK didn't die. Real leaders don't die. Look. Dead silent, it's hard for me to talk a lot. Staring at the balcony, car still in the parking spot. An awful plot, I'm unraveling. The way the bullet traveled, would have thought this is javelin. Can you handle it? Constantly battling on behalf of your people. Went to jail in Birmingham cause he wanted to be equal. The same thing we're fighting for today. Racism getting passed down and seeing us in a way. Fair enough, sadly they don't care enough. It's a stand, so the civil rights leaders with a sacrificial lamb. That's the cost of it all. Gotta take it on the chin. If he had to trust him, sure that he would do it all again. MLK didn't die. Listen to what I say, real leaders don't die. It's the price he had to pay. MLK chose to ride from the night to the day. Real leaders don't die. Everything is okay. MLK didn't die. Listen to what I say, real leaders don't die. It's the price he had to pay. MLK didn't die. Look, real leaders don't die. What? Moment of silence. And I ain't contradict myself either. Real leaders don't die. MLK didn't die. MLK was shot in his face and neck, so I'm pretty sure he didn't have a chance to say anything before he died. But if he did, I'm pretty sure he would have said this. Look, excuse my English, but me no flinch. You looking for me, I'm in front of Rum 306. Posted up, chilling right here behind the railing. Without a care in the world, also no plans of failing. Then a shot into my face and my neck that took my life away. At least the physical aspect I knew right away. Somebody else will grab the torch like I'm missing. Continue my purpose, carry out my mission. See my vision is vivid. Try to blur it, it's a situation occurring. I'm hurting, but the pain won't last, that's for certain. Tried everything I could have had to handle my biz. With Dr. King, I appreciate everything you did. Immortal. Thank y'all. Daniel Hardeway, man, my boy.
voice go by me, man. D-N-I-L-H-A-R-D.
I want to read
Yes.
We got time for one more? What we doing?
We gotta probably go back, man, but definitely find him, check out his stuff. Daniel Hardeway, killing it.
Right.
The devil tried to take him down just now. My son said no, no. You heard me?
Yeah, that's my voice kept tracking.
Thank you for coming through, man. Seriously, bro.
Anytime.
Oshun, catch a picture with run the thing with him.
Sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's gonna be the outro.
What's that to our brother?
How much we got? Enough on it. I can play another one. I'm just asking how much we got left. You got like 2 minutes.
All right, Facebook Live. Say hello to the man, Pendo. What's going on, brother? What are you working on these days?
I'm working on some photography projects, some video projects. I'm also working on some color and everything for myself. Gentilly Ginger, Interworld Films. Check me out.
How can they check you out?
At Interworld Films on Instagram, Pendo Not Cushiondano on Facebook, Interworld Films on Facebook. That's about it.
That's E-N-T-E-R.
INTER World Films with a Z.
All right, man. What's up? That's
Thank
what's
you.
up. Peace. Thank you for being here, man.
Oh yeah. Misbelief.
Misbelief.
The Misbelief. That's word.
I know y'all.
Come on, Zemo.
1, 2, 3.
So what's up, family? This is Beautiful Brian here. While we're all waiting, go ahead and let me know who are your top 5. My good like top 5 MCs. Like Daniel Hardeway was giving his top 5 MCs. Let us know who's up in your top 5. I don't think I have one just yet. Y'all remember Soleil? Back in the day, Soleil that married Genuine? That was one of mine. She was beautiful and she was raw. I listened to that the other day. So who's some artists that you like or like? Let us know.
Okay, thank you. You can come in here. You can sit right on the top.
Before you come, let's get some shoe cam. Come through. Look at this. Look at this. Turn to the side. Turn to the side.
No, don't get the mud now.
Oh, it's beautiful. You came through. I love your hair wrap too.
Thank you. And these headphones on here for you to put in the
That's his jamming, y'all. What's up, Sean? What's up, JT? What's up, y'all? Let us know who your favorite MCs are. Jay Still, who's some of your favorite MCs? Don't do not just some. Anyone who you like? Anyone that's standing out? Somebody?
I have a couple of. I have a new one that I just got on named Kevin Abstract.
Kevin Abstract?
Kevin Abstract.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want one more? Yeah, do you want one more song?
Do we want one more song or we good to go?
We can come on.
We can come on.
Yeah, 7:47. Yeah.
That's it.
You just said that's it. That's all you get. It's glue.
That dude did it, man. Real
Yeah,
talk.
I'm not sure.
That's really good.
The Mastermind. Heard y'all ready? Who's this?
Yeah.
This is Benjamin
Are you
Booker.
good? Do you need this?
Booker?
Benjamin Booker.
You sound like you from
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He's gonna broke birds with them.
Guess we're gonna let this roll.
Brian, can you have me my water, please?
Yes.
I need to hydrate mine.
B. I'm eating cookies, bro.
How's that cooking, Malik? How's it tasting? Give the Girl Scouts a shout out. Give them a shout out. How they doing? How they doing?
We're supporting the Girl Scouts.
Support your local girl gang. My favorite local girl.
Even though she didn't have 10 minutes, she ran out.
How much those Girl Scouts charging these days?
$4.
$4. $4.
Exactly.
$4 a box, but it helps support your local girl gang.
All right.
Girl Scouts making all the money off those little girls. Ain't giving them nothing back but patches.
We should have set it up outside of Blazing Worship. I would have been making that.
Shouts out to Jennifer Turner. Shouts out to Sonia Williams. Shouts out to Crystal Carr. Shouts out to Melvin G. Harrison watching live from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Really?
Yeah, big ups.
Toronto's my favorite city ever.
DC Paul said, I got my eye on you mofos. You keep your eye on that stage, boy. Tell them
Okay,
jokes.
keep your eye on the prize.
That
Bring the
bag.
bag.
We all coming out. We all coming out. We are all coming out. Believe that.
Thank y'all for watching, straight up.
I know, we appreciate every single one. Is it our time? I think it's our time.
I think good. You good. You good. We family. It's all love. That's how I felt when I did
I like this Macy Gray.
Well, yeah, this is vibing.
I really want Bass to play a singer in one of his movies one day. Yes,
Let them know
so.
about sending their music.
That's the next thing.
Yeah.
I'm on it, buddy.
I'm being a sidekick, bro. I'm just throwing it out. Throwing it out so you won't forget, bro.
Oh no, I appreciate it, but I'm on it. Since we were just talking about music, that's what really alerted me. Like, yeah, let's get more people to sing something in. You know what I mean? Sing y'all music.
And if y'all got cool things and y'all promoting cool things, y'all need to let us know so y'all can come on the show. You can be a part of the squad if you hit us out.
Yeah, man. Yes.
Oh, no, come on.
This was a long.
Hey, Miss Dana.
He was acting like we had 20 seconds.
Right.
Shout out. He had this big vibe out.
T.D. Dana's here. T.D. Dana's here.
T.D. Dana. What's
T.D.
up?
Dana! Yo, Miss Dana, I saw them pictures. I went through them finally. Your hand is in almost at least each one of our pictures at least once.
True.
Yeah. Welcome back. This is the Misbelief Radio Show. This is the Millennial Wesley Snipes. If he could sound and look this nice. Filling in for the Millennial Arsenio. Big ups to DC Paul. And as usual, I'm here with my family. Who this is to my right?
Hi, everybody. It's me, the one and only Troop Leader number 65. I'm just joking. No, it's me. It's Oshun. Hi.
What up?
Yo, this is Malik, and I will be picking a Misbelief tree near you in like 2 weeks.
Is that a metaphor or you literally sound like serious?
I will be picking a Misbelief tree. I'm too old to be jumping fences, though.
Because I'm not going to get down.
To the left.
Is Jay still keeping it real, eating all the misbeliefs and all the crawfish?
And all the crawfish. And I even say what my name was. It's that actor guy, Martin Bass Bradford, just in case you ain't know. And we're going to send it to the booth. Who that is?
Mastermind.
Yeah, and who you just played Mastermind?
That was Benjamin Booker. It was called Believe.
That vibe. I was liking that. Yeah, we got some of the best music in the city. Who you played before that?
Before that was called Write It Down by Hyper Galvin.
Gotcha. So as usual, if you want to be one of the people that's on here, having y'all music played, because we got the best music. I feel like not only are we the best talk radio show in New Orleans,
correct,
we have the best music, and the way we get the best music is by y'all the best artists sending us y'all radio-friendly music. Radio-friendly.
Okay.
To TheMisbelief@gmail.com. Sanitize that there. We don't want no N-words, no F-bombs, no nah. You know. You should know, because we say we hope that you know. We telling you to know. Clean. And we gonna play that there. What you saying, historical geek?
No. Jay still said something that was really just crazy. I think we should do a crawfish barrel, not a ball. Crawfish barrel.
You didn't even say the right word the second time.
The crawfish barrel.
Boil.
With the Misbeliefs. The first crawfish Misbelief social.
Wait, you trying to put the misbeliefs in the crawfish boil?
No, we're not. Even though
my brain went there.
No, not that. But we can have crawfish, ball crawfish, and Misbeliefs at social.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But some people do put oranges and pineapple.
That's why my brain went there, because I was like, that could, never mind.
That could work.
Be a thing, but I don't know.
That could work.
So you talking about making this like an open event, or you just talking about us getting together and we just boiling some crawfish and we going nah, the boo boo, you ain't getting none.
Yo, I love everybody.
We having a party.
But they gotta at least bring their mom an EBT or something for the crawfish, because they gotta put in on this, because crawfish is expensive right now.
Give me this microphone. Thank you. Malik had so much coffee today.
I don't know where to segue, but once again, send us your music, you hear me, to TheMisbelief@gmail.com, and you might get invited to the crawfish barrel. You hear me? Barrel. I almost said the boil.
The barrel.
Whenever I'm on the radio, I'm always switching back and forth. It feels like I'm in New Orleans, but I'm also being watched. So it's like I feel like I'm auditioning for a job right now. You hear me? But then I just bust out with stuff like I just said. You
So
heard
is
me?
it orange or orange?
It's orange.
We're not doing that today.
That's one thing. I grew up with my grandparents, English teachers, so I knows my speech. I just got an accent too, so it's kind of. It's not about me right now. It's about our second guest, Tay Smith, Moms and Nola. What's Jam? Give us the claps. Wait, how you gonna start that claps? Come on, yes. What's up, girl? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Welcome. I'm doing fine. I'm doing well. Thank you for coming on.
Yes, thank you for having me.
So, do you know what a misbelief is?
I do not.
Another honest guest. We appreciate you. Okay, so a misbelief is I showed the other guests it's this fruit right here. You from here?
Oh, okay. Well, I call this home. I've been here the majority of my life.
Word. But if you're not from here, I'm gonna give you even more of a slide if you don't know the misbelief, because it's kind of slangish for folk that grew up here. But it's a fruit. We pick it. But a lot of us hop fences to get it. If you own a tree, we call you privileged because it's like you didn't really know too many people who own the tree. But it's a fruit that you don't see many places. And the reason why the show is called The Misbelief is because many of us are connected by having these stories of hopping fences and eating this fruit that has so many names. Misbelief, japonica, Chinese plum, Japanese plum. We don't know which part of Asia this plum come from apparently, but it's loquat. It's it's very near and dear to our childhoods and such. So that's where the show name came from. And anybody from here, we ask them the question. And most times we get goofy answers. That's why I appreciate you just said straight up, I don't know. Love the honesty. So tell us about Moms of Nola, the brand first and foremost. How did you come up with this? Where did this come from?
Oh, well, I started Moms of Nola probably about 2 years ago, like when I first had my son. So I thought it was going to be just a motherhood website. I thought it was going to be easy, a breeze. I was just going to record everything, motherhood. And it wasn't that easy because I'm a single mom. And it was very stressful to focus on a blog and motherhood.
Right.
So I relaunched it, and once it's just a motherhood site. And then I started doing videos with moms. I did one with Jessica not too long ago.
I want to hear about that story too, but keep going.
I did one with her, and then I did one with a white mom as well.
Clear his throat.
But I mentioned that point because I did one with her, and she's a business owner, and I believe in black economics. But I wasn't putting my passion into Moms of Nola, which is dealing with my people. So I did one with the Caucasian mom, and I put her video out there, and it just skyrocketed. Like, she was getting hits left and right, and I thought, excuse me, but this isn't, I didn't want to do this for them. I want to do this for us. So
I love the fact you called it Caucasian. They always call us African American, but we're going to start calling you Caucasian Americans. Damn it.
So then I changed it to a community organization because I felt like, okay, I could do a lot more with this. So it doesn't just focus on motherhood, it focuses on motherhood, sisterhood, and business economics for women of color.
Right.
So I changed the dynamics, and once I followed my passion, it started growing a lot faster than I thought. So originally I was hiding behind this, shield, like, I gotta be careful what I put out there. I don't want to offend my Caucasian community. But once I changed it, I was like, I can rip off the Band-Aid. I can do what I want to do. And say what I need to say. So that's that's where it started, and that's where it's at now.
Because we're here to tell our truths, and most times when you don't give a damn about them, they still want you. They still love you. Like, oh, we won't be down, though.
Right.
So that's a beautiful thing. Just still. So y'all had a situation.
So I want to know because, so basically what happened is I had Fat Girl Nola and you reached out to me. If you don't mind, I'm just kind of curious, like how did you, first of all, how do you go about, because I've seen a lot of your interviews and I've seen a lot of the interviews you've done with women of color. I know quite a few of them, so I'm trying to figure out, and all of their stories are so profound, so how do you go about finding people? And then I'm kind of curious. I want to know how you found Fat Girl Nola too.
Well, that's a funny story on how I found you. I have a friend that thought you were like, oh my God, she's a baddie. Basically, no. And I think she'd be good for it. So I looked you up. I did my own research. So actually, it was from a friend a male friend who thought she was beautiful. And I said, well, let me look her up and see what she's about. And I liked it. And I liked your personality. So I was like, okay, this could be good. So that's how I found you.
Well, that's dope.
Okay. So then the other situations kind of happen like that. Someone will tell me about, I did one with Ursula Rochon. She owns Yeah, she's dope. So dope, right? I seen her on my friend, The Logo. He's an artist as well in New Orleans, Mitch.
And tell Mitch to send us his music to the Misbelief radio show.
No, he's an artist. He's a painter.
Okay, well, you got friends. Keep going.
So I found her there. So I'll see, like, you guys on social media, and I'll do my research. And I seen that Ursula, she owned her gallery. Right. And there's a lot of things that she was doing with the community, and I was interested in her. So I mean, there's various ways that I find you guys.
Okay. She said, I'm on my spy stuff.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible, never. I'm black.
So I have another question. I know that right now you're doing the videos, you have the website, you have the social media. Do you have any future plans? How do you want to take this further? How do you want to elevate Moms of Nola?
Well, there's a lot of things that I want to do with it. One of the biggest things that I want to start throwing events that cater to our kids and to our growth as Black women. I recently went to an event that said, well, how do you expect Black men to be involved in things if we're not included? So I want to figure out a way to kind of get Black men into the mix as well, but still focus on my vision of, you know, Black economics for women of color, sisterhood, motherhood. And as you know, I'm working on Black Girls With Mics.
Yes.
So I've casted about 5 women right now, and I want us to be able to sit down something like this and basically talk about community issues and talk about sex, you know, relationships, just to be open, to be transparent, to talk about mental illnesses. And the group of girls that I have are pretty dope, and they all cater to different specialties, and I think that it's gonna be pretty nice.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing. It's trippy that you having problems with a bunch of beautiful Black women to get Black men to pay attention or to come through. You feel me? So Black men support your upcoming event. We want to get to that. What's going on with that? Is it Lads with Roses?
Yeah, it's Lads and Roses. So it's an event. It's a mother and son spring dance, and you know, there isn't a lot of events for you know, mothers and sons. You always hear like mother daughter, you know, son daughter dances or teas, but nothing you know really for the mom and the son. So I figured that this would be a good way to create a memory, you know, in the community, and to give our boys a chance to see each other dressed up nice, you know, dancing and in a classy environment. You're going to have the little trays walking around with the little hors d'oeuvres and everything, you know, Soul Train lines and mother and son dance contests. So, you know, I just wanted something for the little boys to enjoy themselves, and they don't get to have like with their first love. So, you know,
because we all, the women are, the mothers are the examples, the first female example of everything.
And like you're saying, most young boys or men want to marry someone who has characteristics like their mother.
Exactly.
And that starts from the root of when they're little, when they're young, when they're lads.
Right, exactly. And moms are their first love. So, I mean, who better to go on a date with than your mom, your first date, you know, show you how to be a gentleman. And, you know, I'm just looking forward to it.
And I feel that, show them how to be a gentleman, because it's almost becoming a lost art, just being, you know, polite. You feel me? Everybody won't be so real, so hard, man, this is how you do it. And like, nah, that's not really how you, no, it's not the move, it's not the move. It's going to take moms of Nola, moms of the America, moms of the world, and uses Black women saving the world anyway, to do that.
Right.
Yes, indeed.
Like you said, we're the ones that they look to. We're the ones in the homes. We're the ones that's teaching, you know, the kids, the boys, the women, everything. So women were important, and moms were important, you know.
That can't be understated.
Correct.
Lady Oshun.
Yes. Well, me personally, everyone knows I love the babies, the children. And I don't have children myself, but I'm never without one of my nephews. So this would be something that my sisters would really enjoy. And I appreciate you for giving us a platform, because us as African American moms, you know, they have other moms organizations in the city. We'll talk about that later, girl. But they don't really cater to us. They invite us to the party, but it's not really, you know, catering to us or our needs or our children, because we have to raise our children in a certain way.
Yes.
And especially if you have young Black men.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the fact that you offer us this platform where we can discuss things about our son, well, their son, our sons too, because it takes a village.
That's just about to say it, yeah.
It takes a village. And it allows us to actually be comfortable enough to say, you know, hey, have you guys ever experienced such and such and such? You know, they put our sons in a different light. Like, they can't be too soft, and they don't want them to be too hard or aggressive.
Right.
So it's like you have to find that medium, and I appreciate Moms of Nola for giving us that medium.
Right.
And that's important to me, because I was looking at the other, you know, I did my little research on them, and I said, they don't cater to us. You know, they can't relate to what we go through raising Black kids.
Exactly. They don't understand that at all.
Oh, they don't. Nothing.
They don't see color, remember?
Right, they don't see it. So they can't relate to it. I just did the at the casting for Black Girls with Mics. I was talking to a mom there, and she was saying, like, I went to the other sites and they held events, but the tickets be like $100 for Easter egg hunt.
Exactly.
Like, for that.
Right.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
We are moms. Right.
Right. Like you said, do events for us, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna charge y'all that. If I have an Easter egg hunt,
Right.
I'm not gonna charge y'all that.
Right.
But I wanted to be a transparent site. I just got some bloggers, and I did interviews with bloggers today. And a girl, she said, "Well, can we cuss? Like when I write, can I cuss?" I said, "If that's what you're feeling, if that's how you can get your point across."
And sometimes you got it.
Sometimes you need that. Right.
We need that
outlet.
outlet.
Right.
Yes. We be mad.
Yes.
Say what you feel.
Right.
You have to say what you feel without feeling like you're going to be condemned for saying what you feel.
Right. Exactly. That's the importance of black media.
Yeah.
And it's important to women because I couldn't, it's already, when you're already black, that's a certain level or whatever, and you're already assigned to certain spaces, have to quote unquote conduct yourself a certain way.
Correct.
And most times as a black man, I already feel like, people already, if you watch this show, you see how I can get. So then I look at, damn, being a black woman, that's a whole nother level of what's appropriate and such and such. So it's beautiful for you to have, man, talk your ish, like we were talking earlier,
and
man,
you know
whatever
what?
it is.
I just saw a video, I just reposted it on my Facebook with Moo Fresh. They call her Moo Fresh. She did a verse on a Common song. August Green is the name of the group. And she was saying, being a black woman is like asking me to be black twice. Like I'm a double minority. Like you have to respect that what I'm giving to you as a double minority is my truth. And you can't silence that, and you can't make me feel uneasy because sometimes I have to curse at my kid. Like,
Right.
If you're being an a-hole, listen.
Right.
You're being an a-hole. Stop that. Okay? Don't do it. So, I understand.
But yeah, I really just want to say thank you so much for everything that you're doing. Like, before you reached out to me, like I said, I had seen you before and you popped up, and then I'm going to be very honest. When I discovered that you were a black woman, I was like, oh my God.
She said black, for anyone listening, black
woman.
woman.
I said black woman. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. This black woman doing all this, and yes. So I just want to applaud you and really say keep doing it because we need this. We need you. There are so many women and young black women and young black moms out there right now that need you, especially in New Orleans. So please keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to keep pushing. It's overwhelming sometimes, I'm not going to lie. But
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing everything by myself for the most part. Like I said, I just got 2 bloggers today that's going to kind of help me. But it is overwhelming, but this is my passion, so I'm going to keep going. And like you said, it's funny that you didn't know who I was before seeing me because I'm very, introverted. And I'm really, behind the cameras, behind the scene. I'm not, a camera person at all.
You're preaching to the choir over here,
Yeah,
girl.
so...
Listen.
But I realized that, people want to hear my story.
Yeah,
For
sure, yeah.
And these days people want to get more personal with who's behind everything. So, I got to get myself out there more, just like with Black Girls with Mics. My original idea with Black Girls with Mics was it was going to be like Moms of Nola. I was going to be behind the camera, recording a black woman telling her story. But I had a friend who said, well, what about doing it as a group?
Yeah.
And she's like, you have a lot of important things that you want to say. You'd be great. And I'm like, so you're saying I should be in front of the camera.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's freaked me out. And so I'm still freaked out about that. But, so.
And I'm looking forward to that, too. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited, too.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
For the people who listen on the radio, I just want to say all of you are some beautiful mothers. Y'all are beautiful. So.
All 2 of them over there?
All of us. All of us.
Yes, indeed. Look beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, that was our historical geek hitting on our guest segment. I have nothing else to say because y'all just lit this up, man. We appreciate you like a superhero doing this work, and I want to say once again, where and when is this event, Lads with Roses?
It's March 31st. It's on a Saturday. It's from 3 to 5 p.m. So it's early enough for the moms to go out and have their fun on a Saturday night. It's gonna be over at 5 o'clock, 2 hours. Tickets are pretty cheap. Tickets are $45, and that's for the mom and the son. So it's for 2. So, you can find it at...
I was saying, can we find you? Yeah, come on, keep going. I'm sorry.
You can find Moms of Nola under, momsofnola.com, and also the social media, Twitter, Facebook, And Instagram is Moms of Nola. And you can buy the tickets for Lives and Roses at Eventbrite.
Thank you for coming through. You have such a great presence. If y'all was in this room, the energy is just...
Wonderful.
Yes, I hope for so much success in the future, especially for something that is so needed. Please, y'all, go to momsofnola.com. She has all kind of why mastering self-care within motherhood is important. Representation matters. She got some great stuff on this site that you'll make it part of your everyday life besides just Facebook and Snapchat. You heard me? So come rock with it, man. Please support her because, like she said, she's doing superhero work and that needs to be applauded. That needs to be supported. So, Mastermind, what you got queued up for us?
I got queued up Tripping by Daniel Hardeway.
All right, we're gonna get into that. All right, so we about to go to a music break. When we get back, we're gonna get into what's going on out here.
Yep.
And all the rest of our Misbelief festivities. This is the Misbelief Radio Show, and as usual, what y'all saying? What we supposed to say?
Don't get none on ya.
You dig? Thank you.
Okay, you guys, exclusive. If you call us right now, 504-260-9265, and you know the phrase that pays, we said it just a few minutes ago, don't get none on ya. You can win 2, not 1, but 2 tickets to see Eric Benet Monday night at the Jazz Market.
We should have said this earlier. All right, so y'all get it first, but oh my God, they about to start calling. Call us 504-9265 to get that.
Exclusive. It's DJ Clue.
She went back to Clue.
Hey, and Moms, I know you you may already have your photographer, but just in case you need another one,
catch the picture with
yeah,
me.
frozen photography.
Let's get a picture together.
Once again, thank you for coming. Appreciate you.
Yes, thank you for having me.
All day.
Catch a picture with Jake Steele, and then we can. You want to do a group picture?
I have 2 questions for you for the Facebook Live. Where is the event being held? Nola's Spaces. And are you looking for volunteers?
I will be looking for volunteers.
And they'll be able to, if they are people wanting to volunteer, should they contact you through Facebook
you can
or?
just go to my email info@momsofnola.com and just let me know and I'll tell you what I'll need.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
I love it.
So checking with Mastermind.
All right, come on. 1, 2.
Mastermind, how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. What about you?
I'm feeling good too. What's going on there? What's going on? Check the show out.
Nothing. I was coming from work. I had to go teach the children. Had to go pick some had to handle my business or whatever. But it was all good though. Had a nice full day, and now we're at the radio.
What age kids?
All ages. My littlest kid, she's like 2.5 years old.
Good.
And my oldest one, she's like 17. Yeah, so it's a nice little spread of people. A lot of different personalities, so you can imagine how crazy that has made me over the years. But it's honest work, so what you gonna do?
Okay, let me know.
You're teaching them
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics. That's incredible.
He's Coach Jimmy.
Check the handstand. See that? See that form? I taught her that.
I'm tired. I need to be.
Like the actual stitching, I taught the stitching how to do that.
Wow. So your cartwheel is off the chain.
It's off the chain. I think it's the best in the nation, probably. I should get a Nobel Peace Prize for it, but they hate on a black man, so.
Are you on? Can we see this on YouTube?
What can you do? Huh?
If the people are interested in seeing your skills, where can they go?
They're gonna have to just wait for my videos to come out. I have no gymnastics material on YouTube, unfortunately. But you never know. I might just surprise you guys one day and just like show you a little something.
Awesome. And may I ask, what's the ratio of races that you teach?
Oh, actually, it's surprisingly spread. I got a healthy helping of black kids, white kids, Spanish kids.
Wow.
I only have a few Asian kids, but as far as your like biggest ones, it's a nice spread. You know, so can't complain about that. It's pretty versatile.
Awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's my life.
Awesome. We appreciate it. It's lovely.
Yes, sir.
Are you gonna walk her down, Malik? Okay, thank you. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Awesome.
No, that was good.
Yeah, that's good. I'm not,
Yeah, well, I wasn't there.
Yeah, no. But shit.
Yeah. I'm starting to wake up. I'm happy about this. Like, my voice coming back a little bit.
You had a long day or what?
Yeah, and I be performing a lot, man.
Oh, you performed today too?
I performed last night and performing tonight on Frenchman.
Okay. Where at?
I'm a street performer too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Frenchmen and where they be at?
Crossing that dog.
Okay.
Yeah, right down the corner.
Dope.
Awesome.
Who
God
you
excuse
performing
me.
with?
My
What's
partner
up?
scripted.
Okay.
Yeah.
In red. Raheem Glaspie, Mary Jane Love. Find him on _the Great Glaspie on Instagram. This is his new single. It's amazing. Go find it. I walked in here just to hear this. You hear me?
And you know we play this song.
Featuring KJ. That's all right.
I personally requested this song because this is one of my favorite songs, and it's my bro GQ song. I call him GQ because every time I see him, he smell like money. This is my song. Oh,
Please turn this up, D.
you need to be on this remix. On this remix.
On a remix.
Okay. So call that Raheem. Tell him Oshun said I need to be on this remix.
Oh, then is he having a remix?
No, we're gonna make it happen.
She's on everybody's remix. You gotta know that.
Yeah.
Whether they're gonna do it or not.
Right. I tell everybody, you know.
Look at the bad sway, y'all. Look at the bad sway.
I love this song so much.
Catch it. Y'all, Bats is always singing. Always. Oh.
No.
Oh, man. I should have said that. If y'all caught that, Oshun was getting it. Everyone's vibed out. Where's Raheem? Raheem, we jamming to you. Catch him. The Wiz. When does the Wiz open up, y'all?
March. The end of March. Because he's doing the Wiz and then he's doing Jazz Band.
Yes. So if you're digging the sound, he is playing the Wiz in the Wiz. That's coming up very soon.
Well, put it on our Misbelief Facebook page if you want to know when the Wiz is.
Yes.
I put this song on the Misbelief radio. Yes, he got a hit with this one.
Yes.
Yeah, Mary Jane on. I need karaoke. Can't wait for the album.
Look at Jay Still's face.
Oh.
This is like for the literal store.
Yeah, can't be.
That thing still exists?
No, it's been gone.
Oh, okay.
That's been gone.
Been gone.
Ain't got no vote.
Ain't got no more New Orleans.
Thank you for also watching. We're just having a little bit of fun here.
You just jamming by yourself, Oshun.
Oshun is getting it, y'all. Look at that.
Go Oshun. Go Oshun.
Oh.
She's trying to go half on a baby. I'm trying to catch her, y'all.
We jamming. We love this song. Ah!
Awesome.
I really do enjoy this song right now. And Oshun got her thing in mind.
Oh, y'all, my mama is watching. What's going on, Malik?
What's going on out here? You gotta wait for that segment.
What's going on with your pins?
These are not my direct. These are from a store called Material Life on Bayou Road. Check it out. It's African American vintage shop. Has all type of artistic things, and she give away these vintage photos and she make pins. So these are actual photos of people, ancestors, not mine, but someone's. So yeah.
I mean, it might be your ancestors.
I'm from New Orleans, so I knew my great grandmother. So
That's not you.
I know a lot of my ancestors. I can look like, hold up. So yeah.
Awesome.
That's up in here chilling.
Trying to post up on my Snap, but it was like, for some reason in the radio show, though, my Snap never freaking pulled.
Oshun is doing the 90s
Oh,
dancing.
whoa.
Video dancing. Everyone's just cutting up. Look at this. Jay still sitting. Oh, Jay still. Oh. Now with the tongue. Oh.
Ryan is like, oh my god.
Coffee.
Look at this.
Woo.
Malik, I don't think you need any more coffee.
I'm fine.
Let's talk about
just like,
Malik and this coffee.
You're exactly, dude. You're how I was.
What?
When I did one of the things I'm gonna talk about on my thing. So, for Fat Girl Nola, this chick that owns this coffee shop, black girl, brought me in and made me try everything.
Yes.
I'm not joking. Almost everything.
Getting everybody's
Like,
We ain't right. We have yet to do a Fat Girl Nola.
That's your
No
fault.
Nola.
That's your fault.
Go out eat.
That's your fault.
She don't love me. She
Do
just
better.
really-
I'm
Do
getting
better.
as soon as I leave here because I hate to do it.
She's gonna put it all on me.
I had nachos that attract me. Is your Instagram? Just getting everybody's Instagram.
I hear you hitting them notes over there.
I got 2.
Oh, shoot in the back, they hitting them notes, B.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you can be a black box.
You don't want me to get back on second because you know I'm like I'm the manager of the room.
Sing it,
Oh,
Dad.
nigga,
I don't
Sing
know
it, Dad.
Terrible.
Mary Jane.
How did I just
Like I
walk
handed
in?
the stone age actually.
How long?
Raheem. Check him out. 30 seconds. You want to sit in? Do you want to sit in? You want to sit in on what's going on out here?
What's up?
You want to sit in on what's going
Oh no,
on?
I'm just following people on Instagram.
Oh, you about to go?
It's
up to bat. He in charge.
No, I just in the video.
You don't gotta know what's going on. Go in the booth. We got news to tend to.
Hey.
You hear me?
No, but you can stay.
You can stay. I'm just
on that
saying we got
final
news stories right now.
Oh, how you been?
All right.
Okay.
You know what I want you to do?
What you? I want you to
And
do.
we are back with the Misbelief Radio Show. What up, what up, what up? This is the Millennial Wesley Snipes, if you can look and sound this nice. You heard me, that actor guy, Martin Bass Bradford. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bat, spelling Mr. out if you want to get it right. Don't get none on you as usual. It's Bib Life, and I'm here with my family. What's goody?
Hi, everybody. It's the unique unicorn herself, the one and only, the Maya Angelou of the ghetto. I've known the rivers. Oshun.
Get it right, get it right. Who that next year?
Yo, so this is Malik, the historical geek. I get all the facts right, and brown boys do it best. You know what I'm saying?
Let them know.
Gotta do it.
You better come on, Brownie.
We do it for Wakanda.
Wakanda.
Wakanda forever. To my left.
What's poppin'? Ooh. What's
Shucks.
poppin', y'all? Shucks. It's Jay still keeping it real and
Being attacked by microphones.
It's all on me.
Don't get none on you, girl. In the booth.
In the booth is Mastermind. I make teas and music. What's happening?
Okay.
Okay.
Tea Slayer. Yes, what you just played, man?
The last thing I just played was our friend Raheem Glasby.
I love that song.
That song I
That-
personally requested.
Thank you, Unicorn, for personally requesting one of my favorite songs is out here right now. You feel me? We played before that. Who that was?
That was Jay Harmony called Trippy.
Oh, yeah, big ups to J Harmony, but yes, indeed. I get it in. Once again, send all your radio-friendly music to us at TheMisbelief@gmail.com, and we're going to play that there whether DC likes it or not.
Right.
So we into one of the favorite segments on the Misbelief Radio Show. That is, what's going on out here?
What's going on out here?
You dig? So, that's what we talk about, our local news stories, things that's going on in the city, as that millennials care about and whatnot, you feel me? So, I'm going to start early. I'm going to kick it to Lady Oshun.
Well, you guys, guess what? We, the Misbelief family, is giving away 2, not 1, but 2 tickets to see Eric Benet at the New Orleans with the New Orleans Jazz Orchestra at the New Orleans Jazz Market on O.C. Haley. You would have to call in. The number is 504-260-9265. Call in. Tell us the phrase put the H. Tell us the phrase that pays. Don't get and we can go ahead on and give you those tickets.
Yes, indeed.
So you guys
They don't want
call
them
in.
tickets. They don't want them.
You want to come see Eric Benet?
They don't
2
want
free tickets. Come on through.
That's a perfect free day. They don't want them tickets. That's a perfect free day right there. They ain't trying to do that.
They want to see Eric Benet in the falsetto, in the orchestra, all combined. And guess what? Our very own Millennial Arsenio will be hosting that thing. So you guys call in and get these free tickets. 504-260-9265. Malik, what's going on out here?
What's going on out here? Well, what's going on here is this perfect weather that gave us a jump for festival season.
Oh my God.
So this weekend is like, if you didn't go outside today, you're tripping.
You are. You're tripping.
It's just no heat. It's beautiful weather. The sun is shining. And guess what? We didn't have 1, but 2 festivals. So Congo Square Festival and Soul Fest at the zoo. Soul
Food Fest
at the zoo.
You hear me?
So it's like two great festivals now. Congo Square Fest is free. Soul Fest, you do have to pay admissions to the zoo, but it's two great festivals. So if you're uptown, you can go to the zoo. If you're downtown in Tremé, you can go to the Congo Square Fest. So go enjoy the beautiful weather and the beautiful food, and kickstart your festival season here in New Orleans.
Okay.
You dig.
You dig.
I feel that.
What's your favorite festival? And go.
Freshwater Festival.
Malik said
Jazz
Freshwater.
Fest.
Jazz Fest.
I can't afford Jazz Fest.
Jazz Fest, man.
I am bougie now, thanks to the Misbelief radio show and the Flower Bats podcast. I went to Essence Festival this past year and had exclusive, so I would now say, to get more tickets next year, the Essence Festival. Yes, it is, the Essence Festival.
And if they giving away tickets.
And all those beautiful women, ain't that right, Malik? Ain't that right, Malik?
Essence Festival is it's not even a festival. It's just like a
women.
It's just beautiful.
Beautiful black women.
Beautiful, educated women. It's like Wakanda.
It is.
But for women.
No, but it's for men too. Because if you want to go to Wakanda and experience the beautiful black women, you should come down here for Essence. Doctors, physicists, engineers. It's like, it's Wakanda.
It is a Wakanda. The Dora Milaje is everywhere.
Yes.
I love black
And they need to have their hair that short because it's so hot in July.
See, I'm never going to tell a woman what she need to do. But Mastermind, no, Jay Still, I'm going to get to you, Mastermind. Jay Still, what's going on now, Chip?
What's up, y'all? So, I want to talk a little bit about some fun things that happened in Fat Girl Nola Land this week.
What happened?
So the first one is we actually, or just me, because my business partner, my foodie in crime, was actually sick. So she left me hanging, so I almost died. But anyway, that's another story. So we got to meet with the owner of Dee's Coffee, which is a black-owned coffee shop in the CBD. She is wonderful. And I'm actually cool with her sister, and I didn't realize it was her sister until the other day. Like, we made that connection. But she invited me in, and basically I did a coffee flight. So
a coffee flight? What is that?
Let me try, like, pretty much all of her staple coffees and teas.
What was that blue
Before
drink?
the free. The blue one or the purple?
The purple. I know it was a color.
Okay,
it wasn't brown.
Let me get to it. So, anyway, she's been open for 7 years, black-owned business. She's from here, but then she moved to Brooklyn. She came back and then opened a business in 2011. They're here now. They're thriving. It's amazing. Anyway, so she brought me in, and I tried. The purple drink was called Another Day. No, the blue drink was Another Day in Paradise. And it was like this tea mixed with coconut cream mixed with other things that she was like, I can't tell you because it's a secret. But it was really sweet. It was really sweet, and it tastes like a berry pina colada. And it was extremely caffeinated. I don't know what was in it, but after I drank that one, I was like, oh my God, okay. The other thing I tried was, if you've ever had Vietnamese iced coffee, she has a hot Vietnamese espresso. That was ridiculous. Ridiculous. It was so good. If y'all don't know, Vietnamese iced coffee is really, really strong.
Yes.
Really, really powerful. Like, if you need a burst of energy, a jolt, try it. She has the hot espresso version of this. It's crazy. And then there was another drink that I love called the Rocket Fuel, which was an iced coffee drink that was layered with caramel and mocha, but it tastes like a caramel macchiato made love to a mocha drink, kind of, sort of. It was really good. And then the other one I had was this ultraviolet lemonade, which was a freshly squeezed lemonade, and then they put this purple berry syrup in it, and it changes colors. The other thing she gave me was, that I really, really liked, was they have a juicing machine in there, so you can get fresh orange juice. Wow. I thought I've had orange juice before, like, it's ridiculous. They literally give you a bundle of fresh oranges, like a basket, and you juice it yourself.
Oh, I love this.
When I tell you I had so much energy after this, it was ridiculous.
Where is this again?
It's in the CBD. It's in the CBD, and the exact address.
So the exact is on 401 Barone Street.
Yes.
And I just dropped the website in our Facebook Live.
Good. Thank you so much.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But they're really good. Dee is amazing. She runs the business. She manages it. She prepares so many of the drinks. She is a boss, and this is a black woman. And they also have food, but she was like, I'm very meticulous, and we only have food when I'm there. So you have to catch those certain days that they do, like, little sandwiches. They do avocado toast. They do salmon and lox. All kind of like, yeah, right. So, yeah, that happened. And then also, because of that relationship that I just built with her, I got to go to a new restaurant, kind of, sort of opening called Auction House.
I saw you. I was jealous.
It was random. But it's very similar to St. Rock Market, but it's in the CBD, so it's a different crowd. Okay. If you catch my drift. But they have really good drinks. The drinks are really strong. The food is really good. And my favorite place there was actually this empanada place where they had like jerk chicken empanadas. I had a salmon empanada, and I also had like an apple pie empanada. So
Come on,
Auction House is, I believe, on Magazine Street. I don't have the exact address, but it's on Magazine Street. They just opened officially, I think, the day after that Friday. So, yeah.
Well, shout out to Miss D. You're welcome on the Misbelief Radio Show anytime. And please bring me some of that, whatever that blue drink
that
was.
Blue drink was so good.
And some of them purple drinks for everybody else. All right.
Shouts out to the Fat Girl Food Bite, making us all hungry up in here.
I know.
Y'all probably, whoever listening, hungry. I'm about to make you even hungrier from what's going on out here. I looked at this news, this title, and I laughed. New Orleans chef Tunde Way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Charge white customers. Say it right. Tunde Way, am I saying it wrong?
But remember when we
had
the
let me finish it. Okay. Charge white customers $30 and minorities $12 in social experiment. I was like, oh, what you saying, lady?
Okay, remember when we had the girls from Daishiki, the group from Nollywood come? And I was talking to her, and I was like, I have a Nigerian friend. He's my only one, but you make my second one. That's him.
That's your first one? That's your favorite?
I know Tunde, and I've been trying to get Tunde on our radio show for 3 months.
Oh.
Tunde refuses to fill out the form. He wants me to fill it out for him. But Tunde, you need to come because I'm not going to stop you.
Because I want to talk to you about this. So this is in Newsweek. My dude made it big right quick on this one.
And as you know, I had to go this week, right?
I'm going. I'm going to support it. That's black gold right there. He said,
and I get paid, and I get to charge less than a colonizer? Yes.
Colonizer.
Right.
So Way begins by sharing stats with his customers and gives them the price of their lunch. People of color are charged $12 for their meal, while white customers are given the choice to either pay $12 or $30, which reflects the wealth disparity. So he's like, okay, so you could be a good white person or a bad white person. That's basically what that sounds like, you feel me? Profits from the $30 meals will be redistributed to the people of color who want it, regardless of their income.
I was redistributed.
You got some money out here?
I didn't get money, but I did get a plate of his jollof rice. Ooh. And he had a bean paste, Nigerian bean, that was off the chain. Ooh. Yes.
That's me just not. Now I hear you messing around like.
And when you meet Tunde, he's such a great guy. Now, mind you, when I first met him, it was at 2 Trill Trivia. Shout out to 2 Trill. And he came and sat with us, and he was like, I don't have a team. Can I be with y'all? I was like, sure. And me being Oshun, I was like, well, where are you from? We started having conversation. And I was like, are you a gentrifier?
That's how you started.
And if you look at my phone, I'm going to show you his name. It does say Tunde the Nigerian gentrifier.
Oh, my God.
But from that conversation, we clicked immediately, and he's been my...
You want the good ones.
Yeah, right. He's a good person. He's been trying to do things in New Orleans. I think he was in Detroit for a while trying to make some things happen. Tunde is just an awesome person. And he needs to come on my show because I'm tired of calling him.
Come on the show, Tunde. Come on. You want the good jitters.
I told him people are going to think he does not exist because the way I talk about him, no one's seen his face.
Well, Newsweek got him. He said come on. When I tell black folks what's happening, 90% of them start laughing like, for real? They tickled, he told the Washington Post. White folks, there's this blank, this blank look. They're like, okay. After customers make their decisions, Way asked them a series of survey questions that were created with the help of Tulane University students. Some white customers have walked away. In an interview with Civil Eats, Way said he's seen positive social pressure with white customers. He claims 78% have opted to pay the $30 to right the wealth disparity.
Right.
Refusing to pay more comes off as antisocial, and people don't want to be judged for that. People look on the other side of the till and see me standing there, and they're thinking I'm judging them. When white customers cannot or refuse to pay the $30, they typically give them a litany of reasons why. Way said. The chef added that opposite appeared to be true with his minority customers. Many refuse to take the $18 offered or have attempted to pay the $30. So even the minority customers be like, you know what, for your situation, I'll throw the $30 on it, and you don't have to even necessarily give me the money back because I respect what you're doing. Man,
yes, on the real, this is a very clever way of getting people daily to see the disparities between black people and white people when it comes down to wealth. A lot of people think, oh, they this, oh, they lazy, when historically we have been denied access to wealth from home ownership, etc., etc. So this
they burn our cities down.
Exactly.
They burn our towns. I saw Rosewood keep talking.
So this is just a really good way of just putting it in your face, like, hey, to help out with the disparity and then start a conversation. So, shout out to Tunde. This is like
because he's saying put up or shut up. All these times, like, it'd be funny, especially when you get to the quote-unquote woke white folks. Be like, well, what can we do to help? You keep on talking about all the problems and how racism is an issue. Well, say something. What can we do? Well, you can pay $30 to my dude Tunde Way and get $1 million, you heard me, and show that you actually putting up with your mouth, keep talking all that noise in the comment section.
This is so funny. I can't believe this. If you would have told me like 2 years ago or whenever I met him that we would be talking about this after I called him a gentrifier. What has he done for me lately? We both was drinking that night. Shout out to Tunde. But
it wasn't in your messages. You showing something.
I was showing you that his name is definitely still the Nigerian gentrifier.
Tunde Way, the Nigerian gentrifier.
I love you though, Tunde. Please come on my radio.
Oshun go hard for the city.
I do. Ask him.
So what's going on out here? What you got next up?
Okay, so I don't know why we're sticking with food today, but I have to.
I was hoping you wouldn't. I'm hungry.
Okay, they're having this thing at the Ritz Carlton for the fancy people and all of us.
And all of us.
The Ritz Carlton is having a mud bugs and bubbles party. Enjoy all you can eat crawfish and unlimited champagne.
Okay, you finally got one. Okay. I don't know about knitting and beekeeping, but how about that crawfish? Let's go.
Champagne?
I didn't give y'all the price yet, but we're going to go and finish reading.
I think I have an idea.
In our lush courtyard at the Ritz Carlton. I want all of us, if you can afford this,
I want the bougie
dress
crawfish.
up in whatever you wanted a Black Panther. Meet me at the Ritz Carlton on March the 10th at 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. It's a Saturday. It costs $75 per person, though. But this is high-end champagne, now. I can give him that. The brand of champagne is very fancy. Okay? Now, we gonna eat. We gonna get them to play, Everybody Get Your Roll On by Cash Money. Somebody bring a speaker. And we gonna just show them how the 99 and the 2000 take over. Bring your Wakanda gear. And we gonna turn the Ritz Carlton out.
Or we could go in the lake with the misbelief, like Malik was saying earlier, with a whole bunch of crawfish in our own world for less than $75 and some J. Roger.
He wants to drink J. Roger. This is hilarious.
Hey. We just talking options, we can do that too.
Okay.
We can do that too.
Now.
We can be bad or bougie, whichever one you want.
Where y'all going? Okay, we gonna meet. We gonna first go to my event, then we gonna go to Martin.
I'm gonna come with you, Oshun.
You gonna meet Martin at Martin event? I'm gonna be dressed for Wakanda at my event too, straight up and down.
So funny. Go ahead.
Yo. So I have what's going on out here.
What's that?
Not too sure if y'all realize this, but now in the state of Louisiana, the state education board has made it mandatory that every graduating senior from high school must fulfill a FASFA for financial aid to go to college.
You paused wondering if you said that right.
Even if they don't apply to college, they still have to apply for a FAFSA and fill out a FAFSA to graduate from high school.
Say it again.
So the state of Louisiana said if you want to graduate from high school, you have to fill a FAFSA financial aid form out, even if you're not planning on going to college.
So we want your money, even if we want your soul early.
Well, I don't think, because a FAFSA, I mean, you're not saying that you want to buy something, but pretty much they're trying to increase their numbers of high school seniors going to college. However,
they want to make it seem like their numbers are increasing. That's what it sounds like.
So it's like, some people don't want to go to college. Some people want to go to trade school. Some people want to go. So why are they making people? Also, there's a lot of black kids who may not have access to computers. Why would you put that? And then some people parents never been in college, so you're gonna say, hey, you have to fill out this form, and you're gonna go home and like, Mama, I need to fill out this FAFSA. She said, a FAFSA. I don't need no FAFSA. Get out my face, and then it presents a problem. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't like this law.
Yeah.
I mean, but they got a lot of, we ain't gonna just say a lot of, they got just as many people I feel know what a FAFSA is. Right. They gotta do it. They just might not feel like it and wonder, damn, babe, just to get you high school, just to graduate high school.
But the crazy part about it is, I feel like our numbers have increased since like 10 years ago. I feel like we have a lot more kids going to college now. And I feel like FAFSA is one of the reasons why they can.
But see, here's this part of the problem with current school system, man. It's all about stats and it's all about numbers. So they want to have the look and the image of, look, we made our numbers go up even more, even if you're not really doing anything different. And that's an issue. You feel me? Jay Steele, you got what's going on out here?
I do. So y'all know how we've been having issues in the past since 2015 with the Louisiana tax credits for films.
Films, yeah.
So recently, good news, and I know I kind of see it. I'm sure you see it too, Mr. Batts. But there's definitely been an increase in the productions in Louisiana.
Right.
And basically, what's happened is that lawmakers revised the state's motion picture tax credit program last summer in an attempt to lure filmmakers back home, and it appears to be working. Currently, right now, they have, I think, like three.
Hey, what you doing? What is that noise? I'm calling you out on air. What's that?
What that is?
What that is over there?
I don't know what that is.
Did Malik keep you pointing to yourself while we're on air? See, we was on the same kick. We're like, what he doing? He got his computer just up. Sounds just happened, but Jay still keep going, baby.
Anyway, so basically looking at numbers, they're saying they're up 90% compared to where we were 2 years ago. Right. Production is up 90% now.
Correct.
Because even just last year, we were talking about all the studios that were closing down. Not studios, but all the spots that were closing down. So that's great to hear, definitely. I was talking to Uncle Lance Nichols, actor in the city. That's amazing, legend in the city. And he was saying how right now the amount of television shows in particular that's about to start up here is even more than when we had our big boom when they was calling us Hollywood South. Because before we had all these movies coming through, but we have that much TV. But now there's a lot of TV about to start coming through.
I didn't know that Claus was recorded down here.
Yes. It's here and it's in Sarasota, but it's mainly here.
Wow. I did not know
90% of it is in New Orleans.
National show?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that. But I think that we might get even more because Georgia, their representatives in this whole Delta and NRA thing, people are going to be boycotting.
And throw in the thing about not letting the gay people adopt. Like Georgia's pissing Disney off left and right and different production companies. So I'm like, y'all mad at Georgia? Bring it on.
Bring all the films.
We love everybody.
And yo, Tyler Perry, you can make a studio out here in the East. What's that?
I'm here, son.
Right.
Come on.
In the East would be perfect. All that space and land. Get rid of jazz flags. We don't need it. Ain't doing nothing.
They have so much undeveloped land where the Desire Projects used to be. They have undeveloped land on Chef Mentor. Even though people own those plots, those people don't want that. They'll give it to you.
Right.
There's so much space that we can utilize and make things like studios and production companies come to New Orleans. This could be the great time. Come on, Georgia. Mess it up.
Because one of the things that a lot of people don't get about the industry is a lot of things in California. Everybody in California get all the first dibs at everything, and that's because most of those studios already set up there, so they're comfortable. Right. All these top agencies already set up there, so they're comfortable. But Georgia, they already, one thing I will give them with their land, they started making, Tyler Perry in particular, started making a lot of these studios to set up Georgia maybe in like 10, 20 years to be able to compete. Because that's a funny thing. They calling us Hollywood South and all that, but until we get a lot of those big-time companies in New York and L.A. to set up shop here, to utilize the land here and really bring the true connects, we ain't really competing like we need to be competing. So like you're saying, Lady Oshun, like, we got all this land, we got all this opportunity, and we love everybody. Hey, so come on through.
Y'all can even go to Thibodeau. They got buku land in Thibodeau. Ain't nobody living in Thibodeau.
You can finally make Thibodeau relevant.
Right. Go to Thibodeau.
So, yeah, man, I got it what's going on out here, man. Men out there, man, watch who y'all hollering at, you feel me? Because apparently, man, a man tried to holler at this woman in the 7 Ward, and she stabbed him with a steak knife.
Sound like my people, whatever that.
Those are people. A woman used a steak knife she had kept in her purse to stab a man who tried to, they say, chat her up. That's hollering. No like comments, holler. holler. I was about to say chat up again. You tried to holler at in a 7 ward. New Orleans police said the incident occurred Friday on the 2400 block of Annette Street. Ain't that wrong? Who live around that street around here?
Ain't that
That's Mastermind. Mastermind stay around your people?
That's like right around Circle Food Store and all that.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Oh, so that's why glass feet.
The man tried to start a conversation with the woman at about 6:20. They got all the details. But an argument ensued, and the woman pulled the Lava Lab 1's The woman pulled the knife from her purse and stabbed him. The woman ran off. The man was taken to the hospital in a private vehicle. So the moral to the story is she got away.
Like win again.
Leave us alone. We don't want to talk to you. Don't talk to us.
Let them
Please.
know.
Do not talk to us. We have knives in our purses.
Knives. Hot sauce and knives. You hear me? I'll throw it in your eyes and I'll stab you. Now run away.
Yep.
Get it together. But that's what's going on out here. When I read the headline, all I could do was be like, yep, that's a New Orleans girl. Yep, that's a New Orleans woman. Feel me? Hey, Mastermind, you had anything was going on out here?
Well, I had one thing and then I had a question.
Okay.
Okay, so the thing that's going on out here, I don't know if y'all heard about that Florida state rep that said that she thanks God for slavery.
Yes.
That's not going out here in New Orleans, man. What's going on out here locally?
Locally, you guys already mentioned everything.
One thing I do want to talk on is this woman. I want to ask y'all about this Brushley teacher that was arrested after witness reports say she gets physical with misbehaving students. She was accused of false imprisonment and cruelty to juveniles over an incident last month in which she was arrested, accused of manhandling a female student, barring the rest of the class from leaving the classroom because the children were being obedient. And this has become a whole big deal. And I'm wondering, do you think that any of this could be overhyped, or was she just really a crazy-ass teacher?
This is why they don't need guns.
Oh, don't get me started. Oh.
This is why they don't need guns. This is why they don't need guns. This is why they don't need guns.
There's so much.
You're gonna end up holding someone's child at gunpoint.
Yep.
That's terrorism.
Yep.
And it's kidnapping. You're gonna end up telling them they can't leave if you go ahead and get this
Or
gun.
strip, because apparently these white lady teachers out here in these weird areas keep on touching all the boys for whatever reason. So they're going to pull out the gun and either say, you got to stay or you got to strip. I don't trust them, but continue.
Then you're going to have them in some sort of form of imprisonment, and they're going to be the ones, why did you make me do this? Why couldn't you? We made you do it. You're the one who got the gun, Sally.
I don't trust America with that whole deal of teachers with guns, because if we can't expect our police officers who are trained not to shoot black people because of racism and systematic situations, how am I supposed to expect a teacher who is not trained to do this to not look at her little black student as some 7-foot tall black man when she gets afraid of this man lose a temper or whatever or whatnot? Then on the flip, as a black teacher, if I was teaching white kids, I would be afraid as hell to grab that gun. Even if the kid pulled a gun, because if I shoot that kid and nobody can tell the story right, I'm still going to jail. Because I'm a black man, I shot this little white boy who was tripping on out because, black kids don't shoot up schools.
It's crazy.
Right.
Don't.
So what you saying, Malik? What you saying?
Yo, I got what's going on out here, bro.
What's up?
Yo, so I want to, talk about The Wiz, which is debuting next weekend.
Let's get light.
Yes.
Let's get light, baby.
So they have a live band, the Cast 24 is going down at Delgado March 9th through 11th and March 16th through March 18th. Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
That's my birthday weekend.
It is about to be, I can't wait to see this show. And of course, one of our very own
family is
in the show. You want to handle that batch? You want to,
Family. We already was big up in the great Glaspie, Raheem Glaspie. He's in there as The Wiz.
The Green.
And all that green. It looks like an amazing show. Shouts out to Destiny Smith as well, playing Glenda from Dillon University. DU, you hear me? And we plan to try to have some of the cast come through for that. So I can't wait to talk to them more about The Wiz coming in March. More of that black excellence and that black artistry, feel me? And it's all about the classics, all about representing, all about supporting. So, anybody, because I might have let us get on out here with what's going on out here. Has anybody got anything pressing?
No, I ain't got no pressing.
You ain't got nothing pressing.
But you know what? It's almost time for my favorite segment of the show.
We gonna go to break and come back. We gonna play one song. Mastermind, give me one song. Give me one song.
I got one song for you.
What's that one?
It's called Daylight by ISO.
See, yeah, we're gonna play that one song, and then we're gonna let our lady Oshun lead us into her favorite segment on the show. I'm interested to know what that is. Spoiler alert, I know what it is. So,
and y'all still ain't got the tickets.
Oh yeah, nobody called.
We got 2.
What's wrong with y'all?
We have 10 minutes.
Y'all don't want to see Eric?
504-260-9265 if you want to see some Eric Benet. Come on, man. That stuff that went down with Hadley was decades ago, man. Y'all got to forgive him.
When we gave out the Black Panther tickets, y'all was on. Now y'all don't want to see Eric in the office.
Well, we going to talk about Black Panther, Eric Benet. I'm just saying, I don't mean to shade him. I'm going to just keep on going. We're kind of forever black people that support each other. This is the Misbelief Radio Show. We're going to break. We're going to come back and finish it on out. And as usual, well,
don't get nothing on ya.
You dig.
Bib life.
Bib life, baby.
Okay, take a minute. Everyone, regroup, release.
It's hot in this thing.
And I turned the air on. It's not turning off. It's just hot.
And if you want tickets to see Eric Benet, the number to call is 504-260-9265. Give us a call. Give us a call. Call Oshun.
Call me.
Let's check and see what's going on over here.
Great show. Excellent Misbelief show. My first one catching it live. Not live, but like in person.
In person.
Coming to support DC, Martin Bats, Malik, everybody. Peace.
Appreciate it. Daniel Hardeway still in the building?
I'm a little tired, but I'm still here.
You have a show tonight, right?
I'm actually a street performer as well, performing on freshman, across from that dog, me, Unscripted, Honey Savage, single.
What time?
We probably gonna start around, like, it depends, because we rotate, it's different acts that be out there. Around like 10, 11 o'clock.
How long y'all go for?
Man, usually we'll do a set, then if somebody's out there, we'll rotate, and we end up being out there all night. Like, we be out there 3, 4 in the morning. Yeah.
So what happens out there? What's some stories you can tell me about street performing?
People crazy, man. People get drunk. Because, like, we don't let people grab the mic no more, because we used to let people say stuff on the mic or sing or something. One time, we gave it to this chick, it was her birthday, and she went hard, like, you know, she up there, like, manhandling the mic, so I went to take it, you know what I'm saying, from Unscripted turned my pilot, he turned the volume down on the mic, and she looked at it, threw it on the ground, and, like, with the knocking the mic stand over, like, hey, is that over? Yeah, so we gotta be careful out there, man. People crazy. And then people, they see me and my partner rapping, and everybody wanna battle us. And it's like, it's not for that. We just try to draw a crowd and keep people entertained. And so when we deny people the right to get on the mic, they be like, oh man, y'all whack. No. That's why I go hard, bro. We had to do stand ups for like 10, 15 minutes just yelling out whack the entire time. Wow. Whack. I'm spitting some of the hardest music I have. Whack. Just to, you know, mess with you. Try to tempt you to be like, all right, come on, let's do it.
That's crazy.
Nah, he ain't getting it, buddy. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Next Friday, I'm performing in Mississippi. I have my own event I'm doing as well.
What's the event?
Blazer Mike next Friday. Blazer Mike is gonna be at Round 2 Bar and Grill, 1831 North Cleveland. Yeah.
And we are back. It's the Misbelief Radio Show with that actor guy, Martin Bradford, also known as the Millennial Wesley Snipes, if he could sound and look this nice. Filling in for the Millennial Arsenio. Go ahead and do it for him. And as usual, we're here with the family, man. Tell them who y'all are.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Oshun.
Yo, this is Malik.
It's Big J Steele.
Mastermind.
And we are back from break with somebody on the phone. I thought I saw you on the phone over there.
They was trying to, but I guess they didn't want it bad
And we was still giving out Black Panther tickets.
Look, you got 8 minutes. 8 minutes left.
So we're going to get into our next 2 segments.
It's my favorite segment of the show, where we let our resident rebel get unbridled and give someone that nizak.
That Neck. So I'm about. What's you saying, girl? What you saying? I'm sorry.
What you got for us today?
I won't get into. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and swing those sweet chariot. Carry me home. I mean, I feel like that's what we'll be hearing on the radio right now if, you know, some people had their way, man. I need the coon slayer to sharpen up his tool because he jumped the gun earlier about who's going to be on this neck. As usual with the neck, man, I got the black hand side, I got the white hand side, and I'm starting with the black hand side because, you know, people get pretty freaking ridiculous. Did you know that, like, over, like, 60 million people died, like, when you talk about slavery and such? You know what I'm saying? Did you know the total number of slaves just in the South was at over 2 million, and the total number in Upper South was like 12, like over 2 million, and when you get into all these millions of people that were in captivity, you know how many people that look like me and you died? I mean, you don't need me to give you the history lesson because the origins of slavery and the system that it created that's still affecting us today as to why little black kids are getting shot everywhere, as to why we are so weird and crazy about, you know, police used to be the slave herders, used to go in our neighborhoods, take us up and down and kill us and such. There's so many stories that you could get into. When you talk about slavery, man, I could go to Historical Geek and he could give me every fact, and most of those facts lead in with what? Dead black people. Dead black people. Dead black people. So when I see this crazy ass woman over here, this black Florida, of course she comes from Florida, Kimberly Daniels up here talking about I thank God for slavery. If it wasn't for slavery, I might be somewhere in Africa worshiping a tree. I look at this middle-aged woman. You too old for that, sister. I look at this middle-aged woman and I'm like, damn. Where the coon slayers at? Where the coon slayers at? Because she is a rectified, certifiable coon. She got the whole application filled out. You feel me? You don't go out in public saying no nonsense like that because you the ones that the enemy come and grab like them two coons that was shucking and jiving for Donald Trump. What's her name? What their name was? Skillet and Broomstick?
Diamond and Silk.
Diamond and Silk. Whatever the hell their name was. They pull you out here and say this is why black people that don't deserve nothing. This my favorite inner right here because they know that slavery was a good thing. This is a good little inner right here. Now look at you and I can't help but want to strangle you metaphorically because you saying that crazy. You saying the type of stuff that set us back and I'm like, wow, I can't believe you the type of person that's representing your religion because they talk about how she one of those people like she's like a super duper Christian and whatnot and I'm like, dude, you give super duper, you give Christians, you give anybody that believe in any higher power a bad name when we start saying craziness like that. It's bad enough that we don't know our history being, I always say the orphans of history being black Americans, but you don't come here thanking God for 60 million deaths and the reason why we are still dying in the streets. So on my black hand side, Kimberly Daniels, you definitely get that, but then I gotta go to my white hand side, and unfortunately, we don't know this coward's name because of stuff like slavery, Kimberly Daniels. We have people like this guy, this firefighter, and freaking, where was this? In Kansas, who spit on and called a little black boy an inner because the little boy couldn't find his parents. And he said he told them to get these, he told the news people, he told the police officers, and the police officers need to get some neck too. He had the nerve to tell him, man, that the little inner couldn't find his parents and this and that, and he spat on the boy. And I bet you y'all call in right now if I say how many people can tell me how they would have reacted if their little child not only got called an inner by a firefighter, see, firefighters can be assholes too, not only by a firefighter, but then spat on, Lord, come here. You heard me? Like that type of stuff it deserves no energy to it, but it's gonna get this energy because Kimberly Daniels and unknown firemen in Kansas, y'all gonna get that front side, y'all gonna get that back side. I'ma shine it up real nice. I'ma turn that something sideways and hit you with that neck, all day and all night. You heard me? Feel it.
Ooh.
That's what I'm talking about right now, man, because we ain't got no time for none of this nonsense.
I can't believe he spit on the child.
He spat on the child, man.
I would be in jail.
Still.
They would listen.
In jail.
So as usual, man, I turn it up, and we're going to throw it to our sankofa birds to settle us down.
Well, today, you guys, we're going to give a special shout out and a special shine on to our favorite news anchor lady, Miss Sally Ann Roberts.
You know, you can grow up in New Orleans and not see this woman. For more than 40 years, Roberts has worked to communicate positive stories to South Louisiana television viewers. This includes finding the good in almost any story, any interview that she did. Now, if you're listening and you're not from New Orleans, you may not know that she is the co-anchor of Channel 4 Eyewitness Morning News, and she's a valued member of the top news here in New Orleans.
Miss Sally Ann actually joined the staff of WWL in March of 1977 when she started as a City Hall reporter. She covered city government during the administrations of Moon Landrieu, Dutch Morial, and Sidney Bartholomew. In 1988, she was a lead reporter on Channel 4's breaking news coverage of the Cabildo fire. In 1998, she was part of the reporting team and earned WWL-TV the coveted Edward Murrow Award for breaking news.
For more than 25 years, she and Paulson has co-anchored the popular Eyewitness Morning News, building a bond with New Orleans community that they have millions and millions of viewers. Over the years, in addition to the mornings, Roberts have anchored nearly every newscast on Channel 4 from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. and the weekends.
Certainly, Sally Ann will be a treasured thing in our community that we hold dearly. We can't take the time to go into every accomplishment that she's ever done for us, but we as millennials who've grown up on you, Sally Ann, appreciate you and everything you've done for us in media.
Real talk, representation is very important, and what I can say is, I don't think any black child in New Orleans whose parents watch the news in the morning, we always knew that black people could be news anchors because we always had Sally Ann.
Thank you, Sally Ann. So
you.
we gotta get about you. Tell them who y'all are.
So Oshun, follow me on the Instagram, OSHUNSL11.
Yes.
Yo, this is Malik. Follow me at Nola Tours and Frozen Photography.
Yes.
At IMJStill_ at Fat Girl Nola and IJessicaJohnson.com.
Yes.
And I am Mastermind. Check me out at FrenchBread_kid on all social media.
Yes, and this is that actor guy, Martin Bats Bradford. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bats. Spell at Mr. Out. Check out YouTube, Gumbo Monster 504, and the Flower Bats Podcast. Thank y'all for listening to the Misbelief Radio Show. Subscribe, like, and share. We out for the week. Love y'all.
Yeah.
Don't get nothing on ya. I don't know what time.
Yes.
Woo! Yes. Cut it. Woo, we cut it to the close, baby. Yes.
Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Jesus be my lawyer. I don't know the whole song, man.
I usually we might have a whole moment and leave it hanging.
Hi guys, thank you guys.
Come on. We got
Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for support.
What you said?
You heard me?
You know what I'm saying?
What he said. You feel me? This is the crew. This is the cast. Big ups to, I guess Daniel Hardeway, the conversation stayed and kicked it with us. Appreciate you. Big ups to Tay Smith with Moms of Nola. Please go support that woman. She's doing major things, amazing things, and all our guests need to support. Big up to Pendo for kicking it with us too. You feel me?
Shout out to B.
Ooh, Beautiful Brown. Yeah. We gotta get Beautiful Brown. Oh snap, I'm not even putting it on me. There we go. Beautiful Brown in the building as usual, producing us and make us look and sound so great. Tell them what's up.
Yeah.
Yo.
We're not endorsing
Yo.
We're not, what you saying? Yo, what?
I'm not endorsing that.
Tune in to the Misbelief Week Lounge.
Weekly Lounge,
Monday
yes.
through Fridays. Catch us next Saturday. And what's the magic words? Bats?
Don't get nothing on ya. And yeah, man, we miss you, DC Paul. Catch him at whoisdcpaul.com and all other DC Paul joints. And I don't know what he usually tell y'all when we get out. Jay Still, you got something to say?
Bye, y'all. Go follow Fat Girl Nola.
Yes, indeed. Appreciate y'all. We out from now. I don't know how to turn this off, y'all. Looking all extra black and shit. Send your music to us. We play the best music. We the best talk radio show. Let your friends know.